Hey everybody, what is going on? I just heard a punch sound effect. What happened? Not Odysseus. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I believe that is a world mother effing record for the fastest follow I have ever gotten when starting a stream. So Odysseus, again, thank you for, if I got that right, Odysseus. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream, guys. My name is Clyde. This is Clyde Plays Live. Today we're going to be playing some World of Warships as usual. Quick announcement. I put out this week's video a little bit early. I might have time to make a video for Friday, but I might not. And if I don't, then there's an Issei video that's on YouTube right now. You guys can go check it out. Or just bookmark it for later, email it to a friend, call your mom, tell her there's a cool video that she should watch. You can check that out. Oh, absolutely, Odysseus. Glad to be making content. I find it enjoyable, so if you're finding it useful and fun, great. That's freaking rad. Tell a friend, please. Big thank you. You're getting one in text as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is freaking stream some World of Warships. Today is Cruiser Day, and I'll tell you why. This here dockyard is coming down to it is coming down to the wire. I've got 7 days left, and I've got to get 2 more segments. I may cheap out and just spend some dubs today. If we can finish this mission right here, 100 hits the Citadel or set on fires, I'm going to get the final reward for systems check here, which will put me just 1 section away. Dude, I am very tempted to take that battle with the 7 destroyers and turn that into a video for YouTube from clan battles yesterday. If you didn't join us there, there may be a chance that that's going to come out. You can watch it on VOD on Twitch. I removed it from YouTube for now because I may choose to do some editing there, but it is on Twitch for at least another 10 or 12 days, something to that effect. Okay, dokay. So here's what's happening now. We are gonna pick some cruisers. I'm gonna get a folk or two, a person or two. Javix, did you want to join me? Let me scoop you up. I'll shoot you an invite just in case. We are going to start at tier 5 and count our way up. Well, for those who are unfamiliar with the phrase butt snorkel, there was a wonderful clan that we played yesterday. Sadly, I don't remember the clan tag, but they had a team member whose screen name was butt snorkel. And on this channel, we love to look for fun screen names. That was the funnest screen name of yesterday. Hands down, no questions asked. Welcome, Drevix, to the division. Welcome, Scott. I got my wingmen with me, guys. We are going to get rolling here. Take a look and see how are things going on the old stream. Seems like the stream is stable. We're doing good things. The internet seems to like what we're doing here. That is freaking dope. So we're going to get going. If you're in chat, by all means, please keep chatting with us. Talk. We love that. It makes it a lot more fun when we're engaging and playing with chat. And I know, obviously, small streamers like myself, we don't always have a big crowd in there. So, you know, when we got a small crowd, we got to talk more to keep things energized. Obviously, feel no pressure to talk, but feel encouraged. I guess I want to put it that way. Keep it classy in there. Let's leave politics and hate out of there. But let's just be fun. We'll talk ships and have a good time. Okay, so I'm going to grab a... let's start with tier 5 today. Comrade Stalin says, "You my stream tonight." That snorkel is no doubt going on to Typhoon as we speak. You know, I don't know about Typhoon, but they're working their way up. Those guys are, that clan did a very good job of almost beating us in the 7 destroyer configuration, which is an absolute joke. That should not be happening. Okay. Again, you know, tell a friend. Let's get a party in here. I'm gonna play cruisers tonight. I gotta get cruiser sits and cruiser fires, so I'm gonna grab a tier 6 cruiser. I'm gonna go with, or I'm sorry, tier 5 cruiser. Excuse me, tier 5 cruiser. I'm gonna go with that Kirov. This is a boat I've got bad stats in, and I'm trying to get better at. And I feel like playing these boats that I'm challenged in are gonna make, they're gonna make me a better captain. That's my goal. Being a better captain. We got a Britannia. That's a battleship. Brittagny and a Koenig coming from Scott. I know he's doing the same thing. He's the one who gave me the idea. He said, "Hey, I'm going to play this boat that I'm bad at, and we're going to get better at it." So I said, "Okay, Kirov's mine. We're doing it." And I think I can get some Citadels. I think I can get some fires with Kirov. Now, I do tend to get blapped in Kirov. I got to be careful. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, everybody's having a great Tuesday. Mine was actually pretty good. I had a pretty good Tuesday, all in all. Yeah, got some stuff done today. I felt productive. It was good. Great timing. We got multi-stream going. We're on YouTube right now. We're on Twitch. We're trying that out. I don't know if it's gonna be a thing that we do forever, but we're doing it for now, and it seems to be functioning well. I'm liking that. I got my anchor hat on. We got Navy hat things happening. On the back it says "Don't give up the ship," which is pretty cool. Oh, you liked it? Yeah, the Issei's weird. I don't know if it's actually good. I think it's weird, and I like to buy weird ships. So for me, it was a no-brainer, especially at 27 bucks. At least that's the cost here on NA. So for me, I thought, hey, that's a good price for some tomfoolery. Skada and I took it out, a triple Issei division with another one of our clan members over the weekend, I think. It must have been Saturday night or Sunday night. And it was a gas with 3 of them. For those of you who are carrier and airplane haters, the Issei is not an overpowered monster, and if you check out my video on YouTube, you'll get wind of that. That'll make sense to you. In fact, I'll see if I can find that video, and I'll drop a link to it there while we're starting this battle up here. Ooh, we got a live one. Copy link. Where do I copy the link address? There we go. I too am curious about the Tone. I think it'll be interesting. I think it's going to be, of course, it's higher tier. I think it's supposed to be a tier 8. So I'm going to probably see how it goes before I throw tier 8 money at Wargaming, you know? We'll definitely, you know, tier 6 money's pretty cheap, right? That's a pretty cheap investment, but tier 8 monies can be a little bit more. Scott got an interesting comment. He says the tier 8 might be kind of a bummer because it's going to be up against more capable anti-aircraft fire. That's probably true. It's something you want to be aware of when you're picking these ships. And tier 6 ships have problems too. They matchmake against tier 8s pretty frequently. That used to be the bummer of the century. I think these days we're seeing tier 7 seems to be the one everybody's lamenting about. But let's take a shot at that guy. Hello, I will send the HE shells toward the Furataka. And I've got the fire. I just need 34 more of those and I can have one more section of my ZF9. ZF6? ZF6. Put some APs out there, see if we can't Citadel that guy. Now, the Furataka's got big guns just like Kirov does. And it might hit with its shot. I just missed like an absolute clown. I'm trying to not get dumped, so I'm using that island to stay out of Fuso shooting range, because frankly, I don't want to get Fuso'd. Oh, that was a bad shot. Unless that Furataka turns like a fool. And switch back to HEs here for what's coming up, right? We expect destroyers and low detect ships in the middle of epicenter matches, right? So hence my switch to HE. Although look at that Surrey over there. I should have probably kept APs in the tube for him. I'm going to switch to him just in case he stays sailing straight. Because the Surrey should be extremely citadelable. And whereas, you know, a good player can citadel things at will, I can only get fires if RNG is on my side. Surrey turning like that's going to make it harder to get sits on. I got to get forward. I backed up too far. I'm exposed on my 6 there. Oh boy, there's a fire. Fuso, no! Fuso, leave me be. Oh my gosh, how many guns does the Fuso have? Is it Notzer? Oh, let's give him an 07. 07 Notzer. That is hilarious. Good eye, dude. I didn't see that. Hey, that is Notzer. That's cool. I also want him to be typing instead of playing Warships. We'll have a better chance at killing him. We'll 07 him. He is a CC. That's cool. Hey, the Skana's not, sir. Exaggerating that quite a bit, but... Oh, I'm going to back up too far again, and I'm definitely spotted. Furataka's actually got a great position on me. He's going to get me spotted. And he could even get me shotted, which I don't really like. I'm gonna get the crap out of here. Especially with the Fuso over there. And all of those French cruisers are really good at drumming up citadels as well. I had a great time being in those cruisers and citadeling Omahas, and honestly, citadeling other French cruisers as well. Definitely, see if we can shoot Notzer. Can we shoot Notzer? Can't tell. I think he's slowing down. Yeah, he is. Oh, speeding back up again to try to catch those. Yep. Touchdown! Gotcha. I mean, 2400 is not the end of the world, but I'm also giving up a mega broadside here, but I don't think there's a lot of folks over there who can capitalize on it. I think I'm going to try to get over here a little closer to our main fleet in the east. My detect in this ship is about 12.5 kilometers. It's a little bit longer than I like, right? I like to be in a destroyer with a 5.5 kilometer detectability. But when I'm in a cruiser with a 12.5 kilometer detectability, I got to play a little bit differently. Not going to take that shot. I want to maintain my stealth here. I've got a long distance to drive before I'm not a very juicy target for the enemy. I'm going to let that destroyer kind of spin around and do its thing. It's on fire. My guys are working it. I don't need to be the one who gets that kill. Because again, my style, of course, is to play for the W. We want to play for the win at all times. That is what Warships is all about. You get a lot more XP when you win. You know, even if you don't play as well, or you're not quite the hero. I'm taking the shot now because I'm selfish. I don't think it's going to hit either. That's kind of a long bomb, and that's a small ship. Switch to APs. I should have done that a little faster, just in case that Atlanta gets frisky and pokes out. I want to be able to just slap some Kirov AP right into its muzzle. And I think if I was the Atlanta, I'd be very tempted by a Kirov that's driving by broadside at this distance. On the other hand, I'm a terrible Atlanta captain, so maybe I'm a bad judge of whether or not I think that's a good idea. We are capping the second ring, the intermediate ring. In fact, it's Scott Ahert who's working that for us. I'm going to go ahead and crank in there, try to speed up the cap. I'm not spotted right now. It's a little closer than I want to be to our enemies. Maybe I can help with that. It looks like maybe we're blocked. There's Lowenhart with those AP rockets. Not a fan, but I'll try to knock a few of those birds out of the sky here as we approach. Oh yeah, there's Atlanta. And we invested in APs. We were purchasing AP commodities earlier, thinking that maybe that was where the market was going to go. We didn't invest in aiming very well. So get a load of that terrible shot. Oh. Not great. That was bad news, Bears. Helen is super low. Okay, no, Helen is super dead. Stick your nose out, Atlanta! Come on out, Atlanta! I can just maybe catch the edge of your nose there without you sticking it out. That'd be okay. Splash. Splash, that's okay. Oh! I'm doing things that are gonna get me Atlanta, like get spotted and be broadside to an Atlanta. Yeah, this isn't going well. Remember how I'm playing a cruiser? I didn't. I came up here like I was driving a destroyer. There's Notzer waiting to capitalize on my blunder. Waiting to capitalize on my blunder. Just straight chilling. He's actually been playing very, very well. He's been sitting forward and he's been undetected. It's been really interesting to watch that play from his perspective. Dude, the stupid arcing US shot. This Atlanta's got me dead to rights. I'm gonna die. There's nothing doing, and I am just in the wrong place. Lowenhart's not helping either, for the record. Alright, so say I was dead, and this battle, for me, was over. What about my friends? I got 2 battleships over here that are playing smarter than I did. I only got 1 fire, too. What a bummer. Uzo is way out here. This is a good screen name, too. Truly Gatorade. That's pretty funny. with a Soul of the Ocean, Ocean Soul camo, looking sharp, Fuso, with the pinstripes. So what's our team going to have to do to win? Well, we need to dump the Fuso. That'll keep us from having problems in the backfield. We've got the outer circle, and then we're going to need to make sure that we make it uncomfortable for them to maintain that inner circle. We have the wrong kind of ships for taking those caps. Those rings are the territory of destroyers. The enemy has 2, we have none. We've got mostly battleships and then a couple of cruisers. Our cruisers, we got a Montecuccoli way over here, who's not really in a position to threaten destroyers. And then we've got a New Orleans way back here who's not in a position to threaten the destroyers. So we're going to have a real tough day if our carrier can't threaten those destroyers. Now, Furataka's in here next to Atlanta, which I assume is still up. Atlanta's still up. Atlanta might be down. Yeah, there's a dead cruiser there. So Atlanta's down. That's good for the AA consideration. And boom, big deletion on the Furataka by Powered in the Britannia. Nice shooting text. That's fantastic. And next, we've got... What concerns do we have? Well, the big concern we have is points. The enemy's got all 3 caps. We're blocking one of them. Skada's going to step in and block the second one. That's good, but it may or may not make this actually pan out in the way that we need it to. It's a matter of whether or not we can get one of these actually capped ourselves, because the score is tied and their score is climbing. We're going to have to kill our way to victory or take caps, and it looks like we're taking the route of kill. And with battleships, I think that makes the most sense. Howard is under threat by these torpedoes. I'm guessing those are Skana Torp. Yeah, they're slow. Those are probably Mahan Torps, which means they're going to hit like a truck, and they did. Big shots from the New York as well, making things difficult for Powered by Rice. Now, Skada is right over his shoulder. He's probably able to take advantage of these opportunities. In fact, let's follow these shells in and just see if New York is going to the bottom here. Not quite, but he's low. Just 2,000 hit points left on Condor Justiciero. That's a fun screen name, too. Condor Justiciero. We lost Powered by Rice in the Britannia. We lost the New York on the enemy team as well. Now, we've got a ship advantage. That's great. Lowenhart is going to be a problem for Skada. He's on his own with limited air cover. Asking the carrier to drop fighters for Skada. There is Natser just standing out there, just brazenly in the middle of this map. Fantastic play. He's still alive. He's still affecting as I say that, he dies. But even so, lasting up to the 12th minute of the match like that, 8 minutes left, is pretty awesome for him to do that in the positions he was in without smoke, with a carrier this entire battle. I didn't get much of a piece. I got 2,500 damage on Natser, and then I couldn't hit anything for the rest of the match, but that was pretty solid. I got to hand it to him. Good play on his part. Koenig is out here in the middle. He's exposed, and we've got a New Orleans and an aircraft carrier who can take shots at him. Mahan, looks like Mahan is taking little pew-pew shots at Koenig over here, Koenig being Skada. That is probably not world-ending. With the Skana out, Skada can go towards the middle pretty safely. We know the Mahan is way over here, and so he's actually kind of running, which is interesting, which is allowing us to cap that center ring, the intermediate ring, the second ring. Skada's actually making the cap happen there, and New Orleans is getting in the mix as well. This is big. We needed this guy to push up a little bit earlier, but because he stayed alive, we're doing okay points-wise. We're still behind on score by about 25 points, and that's going to be challenging to overcome, but I think these 2 caps are going to make it happen for us. If we can get another kill, it should seal the deal. Our team's asking, where's the DD? Well, he's right there on the map. Go shoot him, please. Fuso's coming in. I think we've got this under wraps. It's just a matter of stepping on the middle ring so they stop gaining points. And then at that point, don't die, right? If we can just stay alive, own the middle ring. This is obvious, of course, I think, to anybody watching the match, but it's boring to watch a stream when I'm dead and nobody's talking. So I am going to keep throwing words at this camera all night. Mahan is their last combatant, effectively. Lowenhart doesn't seem to be throwing full squadrons anymore, and he is under pressure with the Montecuccoli giving him pursuit. Mahan is dead. Torpedo dropped by the Ryujo. Gonna give him a nice torpedo. Just slinging them words, baby. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, throwing that out there. We got great torpedo by our Ryujo. Look at this, 4 kills for Krynox. Fantastic play on his part, especially when things were a little bit hairy there. You know, the epicenter matches I think are tough for carriers, and maybe a CV main can tell me why I'm wrong. But to me, coming at it from the destroyer's mindset, there's a lot of people who are crowding a very small area of the map. We're not all over the place like we are in a 3-cap or a standard battle map. And so in this case, the carrier is often going to be going up against groups and clusters of ships that are close together. That's where it's beneficial if a destroyer, particularly one with long torpedoes, can go in, throw torpedoes, break up those groups, so that Ryujo or whatever carrier you have can capture these sheep that get separated from the herd, or from the flock, I guess. And there it is, a victory that I don't deserve in the Kirov. 10,500 damage. I'm not even going to round that up to 11k. I don't think I earned it. Just 19 hits, 1 airplane, 1 incapacitation, and a fire. That's 34 more tonight, folks. We just need 34 more fires. Can we do it? Or I have to go to sleep. We'll find out. Just a deplorable match. But again, Kirov and I, we don't really get along. In fact, let's take a look at this. Kirov and I, we have a 42.8% win rate. With an average of 21,000 damage. Well, that average has gone down. That's okay. I can deal with that. I'll take the win over the increased damage. And that's about where I belong. In fact, I am surprised that there's anybody on the scoreboard lower than me. That's Clyde right there doing bad things. Or things that are no good anyway. Alrighty. We're going to go up to tier 6 and see if that's a better place for me to live. I would love to play Issei. Maybe if we get these 35 things, the 34 more fires or sits done, we can come back and I'll play an Issei match. But for now, you were pretty good. Mid-pack at least. Let me pull it up. Yeah, you were 5th. Got you right there. 5th with about 1,400 base. Alrighty, we're gonna find a 6. Yeah. It's gonna keep going with Russian cruisers that can start fires. Scott is bringing the Issei, and he absolutely should. We got a Vastaras coming in, or Vastaras, coming in from Powered. That's fantastic. I will bring this dude along to try to shake and bake here a little bit. Molotov, which is kind of the same boat I was just driving. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to bring the Makarov instead. Go. Same captain, different boat. Okay, Makarov. This was my Christmas Makarov. I made a video about this that's on YouTube as well, because I got one out of a Christmas box just like everybody else. And I thought, is this boat bad? And then I made a video about whether or not it was bad. Spoiler alert, it's a lot like the Nuremberg. If you don't like the Nuremberg, you're not going to like this. But why is it that the Makarov has such good stats on NA, or on WoW's numbers? That was the question I was trying to answer. And I proposed a theory in that video. So go watch my Makarov video. It's on YouTube. Okay. There we go. Look at all these carriers in queue, huh? You guys want to fight some... carriers? Nuremberg is actually not bad, but I think it requires you to really understand the Nuremberg. I think people are bad at the Nuremberg in general, because I think a lot of people are potatoes, and you can't potato in a Nuremberg and be happy about it. If you potato in a Nuremberg, you're going to be sad. So as a potato, I was sad in my Nuremberg, but now I can go back and play it a little bit better. Nowadays. I'm greeting YouTube chat. Hello, YouTube chat. There's not as many people in YouTube. Most of my viewership is on Twitch, because that's where we've been streaming for a few months now, and so we're seeing if this YouTube thing works. If people on YouTube want to watch live streams, or if they don't prefer that, if they like regular edited, cut together videos, maybe that's what they prefer. we've got... Oh, gosh. These guys just announced in chat, Cancer Division going to sea. I'm like, what do they mean? Atlanta, Flint. Atlanta, Flint. Oof. Man, oh man, that is a dirtbag division that I have not seen in a long time. That was like a 2017 peak dirtbag division. People are asking Scott about the Issei in game chat. How do you like the Issei? Well, I like it just fine. There, I just shamelessly advertised my Issei video because I launched that on a Tuesday. It's not getting very good views. So I'm telling everybody about it. Please go watch my video. All the way to the end. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay. So here is Makarov. Makarov is, interesting, 10.8 kilometer detection. That's a lot less than the 12.4 we just had in the Kirov in the previous battle. Gun range is good at 16.3, and that's the thing about this boat. You do not want to get much closer than about 14. There's no reason to, because it's pretty dang accurate if you are, and it's not very armored. Like a lot of the cruisers starting at tier 6 and working up through tier 8, it's pretty thinly armored, so it doesn't have a whole lot of defense against the dark arts of armor-piercing shells. That's my Harry Potter joke for the evening. Defense against the dark arts. Now, the Makarov's not likely to get a ton of fires. It is a German boat, after all. But I feel like I should be able to get a bunch of hits with it, as long as I don't die right away. So that's going to be my magic trick, is trying to stay alive, trying to shoot bad guys until I get fires. Hey! Look at this. What do we got here? Got some sort of sound effect. We've got Monza 406. Hey, thanks for the follow, Monza. Much appreciate it. Monza is a car that Chevrolet made back in like the 70s, and my mom had one with a big spider decal on the hood. It's a cool car. Or was in the 70s. I don't think it's a cool car now. But welcome, and thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. So anyway, Makarov, yeah, it's so long-range guns, 16.3 is what we said? Yeah. 5% fire chance, right? I'm not going to get a lot of fire. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to sit this match out. Ooh, what? That was a Mutsu. I have to 07 this Mutsu. 07 Mutsu. Great friggin' shot, bro. I should say, yo. Oh, I really stepped in that one. It's cool. I'm laughing. He says, I'm sorry, mate. I really am. Well, this is a bunch of happy horseshit. That's okay. It just means I'm not going to get any fires this match. I think what we'll do... Yeah, it does. It also happens to me, who's not the best of us. So look at this. We got Issei. Did you just launch planes while on fire? I was wondering about that, if that would work. That's cool. He's like, oh, cool, good, because I thought I would have made you so mad. I'm like, nah, it's fine. Under other circumstances, maybe, but I'm good. Okay, so here's Issei. This is what Scottish planes are going to look like. We're going to go follow... Oh, no, they got lit up. But he dropped those torps. Look at that. Wide shot. They're a little bit wide. I'm kind of thinking, so this is one of the reasons why streamers often won't go out in division. I am here, my team is out there playing, I'm dead. I think what I'll do is I'll stay in this battle. I'm gonna call the battle, we'll see what's happening. The enemy team has a really strong position. Look at this. They've got 2 lines. If you're following my mouse cursor over here on the minimap, they've got a couple of lines here that are nice diagonals, and they're very broadside, or very broad. And so if a ship will sail into that, for example, if this Flint sailed up close to these ships, they could all shoot at them, right? Any one person spots them, multiple ships can shoot at them. So it's a really kind of a dangerous position. Now Vasteras here, powered by Rice, he's rolling up in there because he's a destroyer and he can stay sneaky, and he's using this island to pretty good effect to prevent some folks from spotting him. If the Fubuki gets eyeballs on him, that could be a tough day for him. But I think for the moment, this is actually a great little pocket to hide in. A lot of folks know about this pocket on this cap, where you can kind of just chill. And Vasteras has pretty dang quick torpedoes. Look how fast these go, even at tier 6. That's pretty speedy. And we can rip those here across the cap, keep anybody from getting too frisky. Looks like he's going to finish that cap. That's going to be worth a bucket of XP. We're down 3 cruisers, me being one of them. And then another Königsberg, which is basically like a crappier Makarov. So yeah, we both got just deleted. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Issei is over here. Let's follow these airplanes of Skadas. Check these babies out. They're pontoon planes. These guys rip along at about 120 knots. And the max damage on the torpedoes is about 2,700. Skada went in low. It's cruising along. I should learn a little bit about how he does his drops. I'm going to go watch those torps. He hit F to come back to his boat. That's a good drop on this Lazo. And being a light cruiser with limited torpedo protection, look at that. I think that was like 5 torps. Lazo's almost trying to get that last one, but he missed it. That jerk was burning me. Well, you know, Lazo's going to do what Lazo's going to do. Here's Issei. This is in the blue alternate camouflage. If you're interested in this boat, it also, the default green kind of Japanese battleship camo exists. And this is the alternate if you have that unlocked through whatever mission it was that granted that to you. You can see the catapults rotate out of the way when the guns are moving. And then, I don't know if they like snap back automatically when you're about to launch planes, but I've never had them not be in the right position to launch airplanes for me. So that way your guns can actually shoot. And it's cool that they animated that. I think that's really neat. Because they could have just like had them like just be high and out of the way, but they did a pretty true to life model based on the actual Issei configuration. Yeah, I too dig the blue camos on the Japanese. I run a mixture of blue and green ones across all my ships, but it seems like I do lean towards those blue ones quite a bit. Got some main batteries flying in. Lazo. Lots of dispersion on this boat. It's not super accurate. But it is, I think, I mean, it's worth shooting your guns. You know, I like to get into a loop where I fire my guns, launch my planes. I try to launch them and be done with them in about 60 seconds. Then I'm back in my boat and I've got the guns pointed at the same target I was just dropping planes on or torps on. And I can get a second shot at that person. Maybe I didn't hit them with the torps, but I might have turned them into a favorable shooting position. Here's some HEs going out, this time at the Lazo, who's given up a broadside. Are they accurate? Looks like we got a couple of hits there, maybe 1 or 2. We've got 2 caps now, and look at this. Powered by Rice has dropped back in the Vasteras. This is good play. There's no sense in sitting up there and trying to win harder. We are low on ships, so we need to stay safe. We've got an Atlanta and a Flint that are playing more forward than our destroyer. Now, I could see players in that position saying, hey, you know, Powered, why don't you get up here and do what destroyers do and spot for us? Well, you know, he could. But it's going to be better if he is blunting this approach here from the northeast. Look at all these ships. Lazo, New York, Colorado, Caracciolo. And then these guys back over here. Pensacola, Königsberg, Iron Duke, and Mutsu. All these guys need torpedoes in the face. And so Powered is in a position to resist that. And he doesn't even have to be that strong of a ship. He just needs to be over here and able to put torpedoes out and keep those ships from feeling comfortable rolling in while our players, our ships, do their best to light those guys up. I don't know that I would have necessarily used the guns there, but Drevix did. Or Powered Drevix, same person. And it looks like he's got a plan. He might be invisible because of that island, or maybe he's just planning on his ability to dodge Caracciolo shells. Either way, he's in solid position. Atlanta is in a very tough position. The AP or the sap rounds from Caracciolo could definitely delete Atlanta. That's another reason probably why Dravix feels comfortable shooting, because he knew Atlanta was going to be the more preferred target for the Caracciolo. Flint is over here trying to make a name for himself, keeping the heat on, and running a Frosty Fur, a beautiful camouflage. This is not going well. I don't know if you guys are watching the same match I am, but it is not going well. We are going to walk away with a big L on this one, and I have to say, I did not help in any way. I was absolutely deleted 2 minutes into the match, and so unfortunately, I feel like I contributed to this loss. We look over at the statistics on WoW's monitor. You know, we had every chance of winning this battle. We actually had more average XP on both ships and accounts than the enemy team, so we should have won this one. By way of you know, colors and things, I'm actually pretty good in the Makarov according to WoW's numbers. I'm not actually, with an average of 52,000 damage and a 54.5% win rate. But that's only over 11 battles, right? So it's not necessarily statistically significant. So knocking me out of the fight, let's say I could have done that 50k damage instead of the 3,000 on the clock. That might have helped a little bit. Unfortunately, we are not doing so good. Vasteros going in on this Caracciolo. We got Issei Torps dropping as well. Let's see if these... Skada is getting to be a master with those Issei torpedoes. That looks like 4, maybe 5 hits? 6? That was great. But again, the torpedoes do not hit that hard. And so, you know, a lot of folks, like I've said about this, it's got to confirm 6 hits on that one. A lot of people are worried that these Isseis are full-on carrier planes and things like that. I've seen a lot of gripes on Twitter and I haven't actually visited the forums, but I've heard stories about the forums where people are griping about this. Being like, just like, now there's just an unlimited number of carriers in the match. They really don't hit that hard, but with a nice drop like that, like Skada just had, you know, it's probably 8,000 or 9,000 damage he probably just had on that. So it's like 1 Citadel shot. And he can only do that every 2 minutes plus flight time, right? So it's not a super overpowered platform. But I think it's one that's worth considering if you like weird boats and if you like unique play, because this boat definitely is both of those things. It provides a unique play experience, and I think it's a weird boat. And again, with my enjoyment, my preference for weird boats, yeah, I had to go get me an Issei. I think it's a top quality piece. So hopefully it's the kind of thing that if you're into, you take the opportunity to go check out. There's those rocket-propelled canisters, and these guys, you can see them, and they actually drop off the airplanes. There they go, and they're going to splash. It's such a... I don't know. I like that a lot. I think I'm probably the person who likes that the most. See, I don't drop nearly this early when I go in for my attack run. I think I'm learning something here watching Skada play. I am not an aircraft carrier player either, and I would say that of the two of us, he's probably better at CVs than I am. But... that's definitely something I'm going to look into trying as we go into the future. It's going to let your aiming reticle get tighter as well. I can see a lot of advantage to that. This is the guy that citadeled me early in the match, Da Pimp 12355. Great shot from that guy, and a pretty cool guy in chat actually. I said, "Hey, nice shot, bro," and we had a nice conversation. So if you see Da Pimp 12355 out there, give him an 07 from me. He deserves it. He or she deserves that. It's a good play. EG here in B doing the thing that he should be doing. I'm about to win. Let me get another cap. That's worth a lot of XP, right? Absolutely consider that kind of crap, especially if you're playing through the Fiji right now. Yeah, I got to give him a GG on this. I had to commentate on this whole battle, and of course my boys here, the last 2 guys alive. And honestly, my encouragement to them would absolutely not be. Hang on, I have to approve your comment because you used pimp. Apparently that is a word that Twitch wants me to approve whether or not you use that word in a sentence. That's funny. But yeah, I definitely encourage, you know, those guys, and they know this, of course. They're not gonna throw the battle for me. They're gonna play, and I appreciate that. I can sit here and flap my jaw with the best of them. So welcome to the stream, Kablamo. Good to have you, man. Torpedoes going out from Vasteras. And 75k. That's not bad. The fact that you tanked that much is actually really interesting in that boat. It means you were within danger and you pulled off 75k with a 1.5 mil tanked. Good job. You see, I know I was just saying I want these guys to live as long as they want to live, but now I'm like wondering where is Powered by Rice going? Danger zone. Danger zone. Oh, I see. He's gonna go get this iron duck. Yeah, sink that iron duck. Battleship secondaries raining in. Königsberg is over there going, oh, I want to get in on this. I don't know if you're going to get these landed in time, man. But I say put them out. Let's do it. Oof. Go, torpedoes, go. I want you to get this land. Maverick-san and Goose-san. Very cool. Okay. Can we get a good battle for Clyde now? I think maybe I've put in my time. I've earned one, maybe. I don't know if I've earned one, but I would like one. Boy, that was bad. I'm not even going to look. No, I have to look. I have to know. You're right, it is up to me. Wow! What? I don't want to sit here and stat shame those guys. But I am not last. Woo! That is fantastic. We're going to get off that screen. Look at this. I hit the Hotlanta and the Pensac over here for this many bucks. I was only shooting cities in the south, I guess. That's crazy. They must have. No wonder we lost. If I was third from the bottom and I played for all of, you know, literally the movie title Gone in 60 Seconds could not be more apt for what just happened to me in that battle. Those clowns, come on. What were they doing? All right, tier 7, which I have not earned. Let's go. It'd be Lazo. Lazo's a good fireboat. Let's do it. Let's just stay with these terrible Russian light cruisers that keep getting me sunk. I love you, Lazo. Oh my gosh. That is true. Throw a little text chat comment in there. Shores. Oh, I thought that was me. I was like, no, Lazo. Are we building the Russian fire division? Oh, Nelson. This is actually a good division. I like this. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can live through a battle. I often die in battle, but usually not that quickly. I'll say often, not that quickly. Ah, gotcha. Doing BBE damage for the dockyard. That's cool. So we got Nelson coming in. We got a fire. We have 3 fireboats is what we've got here. And we have some range on these babies. And Signori. I have the, do they have commissars? Is that a Russian army thing? What do they have on that? What was it in Hunt for Red October? They had a political officer. The political officer is on board the Lazo. Lazo! Political officer Sasha Vladimirov. He's ready for combat. And Lazo, great tier 7 boat. Starting to talk like Dracula. That's a light thing. I'm doing the wrong kind of voice. Can we find a battle? I like this no carriers option. That'd be kind of fun. Although Lazo's AA is acceptable, as long as it's not like a tier 8 carrier, probably. Nelson, Shores, and Lazo. Yeah, we got people online. They're playing battles. They're doing things. I think people are working on missions and stuff. I'm hoping that we've got a little renewed vigor. It's exciting. Playing out there, playing stuff. Yeah, they might. They might want that. Okay, can we find a battle? I've been in here for like 2 minutes. This is terrible. Come on! I mean, to be fair, as waiting rooms go, this one is not bad. I've spent a lot of time here, so I must like it. I don't play ships tonight, apparently. I got to drive a boat for a minute, and then somebody slapped my hand and took it away from me. Mm-hmm. Hey guys. Dear Wargaming. Can I play? When is it my turn? Oh, okay, there we go. You ever been sitting at a stoplight and it goes around like 3 times? That's kind of what I was thinking was happening to me. Like, riding my motorcycle, I'm sitting at an intersection, and I can't go because it's not reading me. It's not picking me up. All right, here's what we got. We've got 7s high. Maybe it was worth the wait, guys. Okay, now, I do the thing that I did in the last battle in my 7s, except for in the last battle, I was actually staying far away. Mutsu, with its terrible accuracy, was able to pick me off from 1,000 meters or whatever, 1,000 miles. But here we go. We got a full 12. We got a full 12. That's good, that's good. This guy's screen name is Malarkey. That's kind of fun. I'm going to sail towards Alpha. And see what happens. Charles Bronson is on the enemy team. Oh no! That guy's got a death wish. That's funny if you know about old movies starring Charles Bronson. If you don't, then it's fine. Then it's a dumb joke. We have Dr. Feces on our team, though. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. That's pretty good. And this Texas is actually piloted by a hamster named Roy. Cool. Dirty dozen. All right, here we go. Shores is piloted by my good man, powered by Rice. You've got Nelson over there in the fire starter, or Scott over there in the fire starter. And here we go in the Lazo. Now, you guys, if you've been to my stream before, you know I like the Lazo. I've got a YouTube video about the Lazo. I don't actually have a ton of damage in that battle. What's interesting about that battle is, well, what's most interesting is about how this battleship just sat in front of me for a very long period of time. But what's kind of interesting about that battle is I played up. I played up to tier 9, and we did okay in it. The cool thing, the unique factor about this boat is check out this spotting plane. It runs for 60 seconds and it reloads in 9.5. So if you don't already know this about the Lazo, you can basically have a spotter plane up for 6 minutes in a 7-minute period, if that makes it, or actually a little bit more than that, 7.5-ish minute period. So you can basically kind of keep that spotter up constantly, which means for a very long time, you can have 20% over your range, which is already 17.3. 10% of 17.3 is 1.73, so you can get like another 3 kilometers of range-ish, 3.5. Add that to that 17.3, bada boom, bada bing, you're up at 21-ish kilometers, which is a pretty long time. The other thing that's cool about the spotter plane is I can shoot this Hawkins that I couldn't see before. Just gets that geography out of my way. I think I'm going to miss that Hawkins. I thought he was slowing down a little bit there. But we'll keep some shots going over that away. Try to get some fires on him. The Synop's going to be easier to hit, but he's got more armor. Oh, Hawkins turned on me. There's Scott. I don't want to run into him. There he is. This guy AFK. What's going on? Our nice now is AFK. That is not nice at all. 4 hits on the Synop, who is out of sight. I'm going to hit that mountain, unfortunately. Not great. There's the Synop. Just 2,200 damage on him with those 4 hits. Hey, Millennium. Ah, he's sassing me for my... Oh, no. Millennium's hating on my... He's hating on my Lazo. Hey, now. Be nice. I love my Lazo. Everybody's got their opinions. It's all good. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you. It is a good ship for spotter plane practice. That is true. Because again, you've got all of those opportunities and all that time when it's up in the air. Lazo is like an Atlanta, except for you can shoot from safety. How's that for a hot take? I'll throw that out there. Atlanta is a Lazo, except for it got sunk, right? That's kind of the way I like to think about it. But I have a strange love for these Russian cruisers that they don't deserve. So I acknowledge my insanity. It's all good. Oh shit. There we go. Sign op is going behind, so let me just pop up where I can see. And we will sit here and just burn this guy to death. Sign op thought he was going to come in here and be a strong shot, a strong player. And he is, but he's not going to be very strong at range. He can't shoot as far as I can, and he's dead. So he got Clyded. That's what happened to me in the last battle. Not torpedoes, but sudden death. I'm getting a sense that they went down the channel. Is that what you guys thinking? Yeah. Concur. I'm gonna come back over that way and spot. Yeah, Scott is asking for support. Hey, Wazoni, welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you this evening. Or morning, if you're one of my Euro viewers. Because I stream on Saturday mornings, my time, we get a lot of people in Europe. And then if they're up watching me now, it's like crazy early over there. 2 terrible battles so far where I got deleted immediately. And then this one, which jury's still out. We're down a boat. East Coast. Okay, that's not so bad. You're doing all right. We're moving on back. We had some jokers come through the channel here. There's a Mahan. We're gonna pop this Mahan if we can. He's coming towards me. I had the wrong angle on that shot. This is Wazoni's relatively new, guys, so they're getting the hang of what's going on here, and I'm shooting like a real potato. So Lazo is a tier 7 light cruiser, HE spammer. Very, very annoying if you're a battleship. And apparently I cannot hit this Mahan to save my bacon. Now that he's going in there, though, I might have a better chance. There we go. Got a small piece of him there. Actually going to switch and go AP at this Hawkins. If he's beached like that, it should be possible for me to get some good hits on him. That was 5,000 damage in 7 HE hits. That's what I like to see with the Lazo. Those actually look like they might be good too. Nope, they're not. Switching back to HE after this salvo. I think those are going to maybe miss him. He's kind of turning as he's coming out. Yeah, they were a little short. We'll try another set there. Scott is closing the gap to the enemies as well. I was about 2,500 on that Hawkins as well. Hawkins being a tier 5 cruiser. He's a little bit lower tier than me. He's got big guns. I think they're 203s. Mine are 152s when it comes to size. And I actually enjoyed the Hawkins, and then I didn't like the tier 6 or the tier 7 that followed. I'm going to hook around here and try to get between Skada and the Destroyer. He's closing the gap on these guys with me, and I don't like getting that close. So it's making it hard for me to be a acoustic screen in front of him. And we've got Flint, Königsberg, Congo. We're going to have some problems over here. Should we get too close in the Lazo. So I'm trying to stay secure. No fires yet, despite 54 gun hits in this tub today, which is kind of a surprise. This is, there we go. Yeah, Scott is reminding me that DD is dead, and it's true, he is. And I think he's the only one, so maybe we're okay. Flint is all up in there. I might have flint here if, oh man, that thing changes direction so quickly. Coming all up and around here. We got Königsberg swinging in and giving me a bad angle to start with, but he's going to come around. The reason he's going to come around is we know Königsberg has 2 turrets on the back, 1 turret on the front, so if he wants to play, he's got to bring his back end around to get the double turret end of his ship in play. And of course I bracket him with bad shots there, or with splashes all around. I'm playing the long game. We're going to rust his ship out with splashes. The maintenance costs are going to kill him. Oh, he's turning away. Those are not going to hit. Oh, we got a couple. Knocked out his torps. How do you like that, Königsberg? I don't want to fight this Colorado. Should be letting Skada deal with the Königsberg and working on like this Congo. Although he's kind of far away. I'm gonna bring these guns around and be ready for the Mikoyan. Mikoyan has big guns, but not very many of them, and is kind of a trash boat. I say that, now he's gonna Citadel me to death. Hey, my first fire! Woo! Switching back to HEs. I shouldn't have gone to APs. I thought he was gonna come out broadside, but he didn't. Even though he was bow on, I still got 1800 damage on him, which for these guns is kind of a special treat, frankly. Oh, those might catch his tail. Yeah! Hope you don't like steering. What a maroon. Alright, Congo's getting in the mix. He's getting close enough that I gotta start worrying about him. Congo's not a particularly accurate battleship, but I think its guns are serviceable. They can hit what they point at. Of course, in the Lazo, you don't have a lot of armor or a lot of hit points. So you want to be very careful about being focused by particularly 1 or more battleships. If there's one that's coming at you that you don't know about. Skada says that I should give him tribute for killing that Mikoyan. So Skada killed the Mikoyan, everyone. Please say nice things to Skada if you see him. I am invisible right now. I am not detected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete my U-turn here before I heat up my guns again. Would I like to be shooting this Congo? You betcha. But I'm going to wait until I am giving him less of a target. Plus, look at all those great torpedoes that landed. Okay, now we can shoot as we're coming around here. His guns are now all kind of pointed on the other side of his ship, which is great. The destroyer turned him. Bad shots, well, shatter shots and then missed shots there. We're up to 100 hits in this thing. We're in the 100 club today. Just 42,000 damage on the clock, which isn't so bad. Average in this tub is 45, so we've got a little more work to do before we can call this an average game. Oh no. I don't like those APs coming for me. I'm not pleased. Ow. Oh, give me a fire, please. I have to get like 35 of them tonight, people. Just give me the fire. I've earned it. I've hit 120 times. Is killing this guy a bad idea? What's going on tactically? Do I need to kill this guy, or is he just a waste of time? I think he might be a waste of time, guys. Shores is probably doing the right thing, which is pushing up. What's the score? They have an advantage on us. Maybe we do need to kill this guy to get the points. Keep those HEs landing on this turd if we can. Getting shatter shells all up and down because I'm not hitting the superstructure. I'm hitting like the turrets and torpedo protection, things like that. Lots of shells going at this guy, though. We're demonstrating that, you know, I'm a little closer than I want to be, 12.8. But we're demonstrating that you can Get a lot of work done, and you can dance and dodge quite well in the Lazo. Not always, of course. Try to get skinny here as those shells come in. I don't want any of them to hit, but if a couple had to. There's a fire. Come on now, let's do that. The thing about the Lazo, one of its weaknesses, and you know, all ships have a weakness, or maybe more than one, is that it's not going to be able to do a lot of alpha damage. This boat is not going to go out and tell that Congo, you know, where it can be. I'm going to annoy the Congo. I'm going to burn the Congo down. I'm going to weaken the Congo. Working with my Skana, I might be able to turn the Congo away from a place, but I can't delete that Congo. I can't take him out of the match. Certainly not in one fell swoop, right? I've got pew-pew guns, not boom-boom guns. And so here we've got this guy. He's low. We're getting some work done. But this guy, he's griping about the DD. I'm going to give that guy triple well done. Great job, Destroyer. Great frickin' job. We are now up on points. We are way up on points. 61,000 damage. We've broken over our average of 45k. So we are having a great Lazo battle today. Now, Colorado's coming around. Colorado has exactly the armament he needs to take me out of the match. At this point, it probably wouldn't be a problem. But I still don't want to get too close. I can sit here and pew-pew at this guy from safety, more or less. Or at least from 15 kilometers. And in fact, we've got a spotter plane, so maybe we can pew-pew him right now. When I didn't have the spotter plane, I wasn't able to see over that island. Now I can, because spotter plane, and I can try to scoop up some of this damage before my team does. Again, it's, you know, doing those things that you're gonna do because you're gonna win, and you're gonna wind up with a little bit extra damage. It's gonna be good. 63.5. Let's see if we can get to 65. Can we do it? Oh yeah, we can. Look at that. 67.8. We are playing World of Warships. Remember when we didn't get to play the last two matches and how that sucked? Not anymore. Changing direction. GG Reds. Hey, and I got the kill too. Yoink! I'll take that. Cool. Great battle in the Lazo. Lazo and I get along really well. Maybe it's not Millennium Exodus's favorite boat, and I get that, right? It's not for everybody. I know a lot of folks who don't enjoy that kind of light cruiser play. I like it a lot. It works well with me, and for me, that boat's 2.5 or 2 3/4. I can't do math right now. Yeah, about 3.5% better than my overall average. Oof, man, math is hard. So for me and the Lazo, we get along just great. 75,000 damage, 210 hits, 3 measly fires. Of course, Wargaming knows I have a fires mission, and thus they are not going to give me the fires that I need tonight. They'd have to give me... I'd love it if you could give me those fires, bro. Powered by Rice, though. We didn't really hang together at this match. Look at that, 2,100 base. Fantastic play in the Shores. Now, to Shores, maybe you don't want to go buy a Lazo, but you like that style of play. The Shores is a tech tree Lazo, essentially. Very similar play. I don't think they're actually the same class of ship, but you can certainly do your own research there. I think they were both real boats. But go check out the Shores and check that out. Maybe you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to spend your coal, or you don't want to spend your... oh, my alarm is going off here. You don't want to spend your coal or your hard-earned dollars or euros or what have you on a Lazo. Don't bother. Just go get the Shores. It's a lot of fun. Very similar. Yuri ran out of matches. Great play, though, man. 2,100 solid. And then Scotto's right there in third place with 1,500. I'm at 1,300. Good battle all around. Look at us go. Excuse me. Cool. I'm excited about this. Good XP for my captain as well. In fact, I think my captain just got a level. No, that's right. I just flipped this one the other day. Well, great battle there in the Lazo. We're going to bounce up to tier 8. And in the parade of Russian cruisers, I just bought this Ochakov the other day. Hey, we got a drop for Wazoni. Fantastic. Let's keep those drops rolling, people. Take them. Wargaming is giving out free stuff. Please, don't let them not give you free stuff. We're going to take out this Ochakov. It's another light cruiser. I'm just playing crazy Russian cruisers tonight, I guess. I'm trying to get fires, and so I'm going to choose these quite a bit. Yeah, Lazo's a coal boat. I can't remember how much it is. 50,000, 40,000 coal? It's not actually that hard to get. So if you like that style of play, it's great for you. Otherwise, save your coal. Try to get something else that might be more. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a big fan, so you got to make your own decision on that. Ochakov and we get along too. I've just had this boat for a few days. It's similar to the Lazo, but with a lot shorter range. The guns on this thing only shoot about 15.6. I've been doing a lot of open water Ochakoving, which I think is kind of a no-no, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go battle. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. We're really glad to have you amongst us. We're grinding on some ZF6 missions, or at least I am. I think Scott has already unlocked that boat, and I think Drevix is just joining us for some sweet, sweet matches. So here we go. We've got a Charles Martel. We've got my Ochakov, 2 great fireboats. In fact, Charles Martel is maybe my favorite I think it is my favorite Tier 8 tech tree cruiser. And again, I'm sure that's a hot take for some, but I think the Martel's a fantastic boat. I wish the 9 and 10 felt more like the Martel. I really do. Oh yeah, Drevix has got some room to go on that. I really like the camouflage on the Ochakov. Looks like it's wearing a tuxedo. Look at this handsome boy. Look at this handsome boy. Where are you guys going? You guys want to do? I can kind of support any or either direction. Go check in on YouTube, see if I'm hanging out. Oh, that's where Millennium's watching. Gotcha. All right. Hey.
Желаю всем удачи.
No one hits like Gascon, no one sits like Gascon, no one's a big French battle fucking ship like Gascon, and I don't know the words after that. No one's worthy of his paragon. Alright, we are rolling on in. Gonna buzz over here to Alpha, see if we can find some bad guys. I don't want to be spotted, so it's a good thing we killed those airplanes. Ochakov is all about taking citadels right in the side. You wanted to sucker me into singing that song? Yeah, well, we did it. Worthy of my paragon. Not one bit of him scraggly or scrawny. He'll tell you whose team he prefers to be on. Clyde's. Actually, that may or may not be true. Potato Gamer right here. All right, guys, Bravo is being capped. I have a 10-kilometer radar, which means it's not quite as good as the radars you'd normally find on Russian cruisers. I can't quite cover even half of Bravo. If you take a look at this dotted line here, this little blue boy, that tells you what we can see with the radar. So I am not going to try to utilize my radar to spot B. Plus, we know where the destroyer is. It's right here behind this island. That's where they go every single time. So unless we have people who are able to capitalize on that and try to convert that radar usage into a kill, we call that radar conversion, then it doesn't matter, right? Don't bother. We're not going to get a conversion. Let them take B. We'll come take it from their cold, dead hands later. I'm buzzing over here. I don't like seeing Moskvas in here and tier 10s of all sorts. Oh, look at that. I was wrong. Look how wrong I was. I was extremely wrong.
Союзники, передаю координаты важной цели.
We knew where the destroyer was, except for he wasn't there because he was like sneaky shimikaze. Look at this, we got an Elbling. Test ship, super tester. Bum bum bum. All right, Hipper is chilling. He's just on the edge of my range. I'm gonna let that go. Not gonna take a shot at him.
Торпеды справа по борту.
So far, 4 battles in the Ochakov on my history. I've got a 50% win rate, so I've won 2, lost 2, and I've got an average damage of 42.8 thousand. We'll see if we can match that today. This big open water environment is pretty scary for this boat. I don't know if that's going to work out for me or for anyone, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, I'd love to, buddy. Bring those Lexington planes over here. Me and the Donskoy will shred them up. Kerfy's over there. Okay, I'm gonna try to swing around. I want to point my bow away, kind of pull a similar maneuver to what Skada's doing there, and try to get some shots over here on one of these boys. Maybe Kerfer. Don't have range on Moskva. Moskva definitely has range on me, and has good rate of fire and good shells. I probably shouldn't shoot at Kerfers, but I'm gonna do it because I'm hungry for fires. Not gonna get him though. All my shells are gonna shatter on Kerfy. Kerfers is like, I built ship out of mountain. How could I possibly? Since you build ship out of mountain. Russian HE spam cannot hurt you. Yeah, then ship is built of mountain. Oh no! Oh, 5,000 damage from that Moskva with HE. Good HE hit by that guy. There's Elbing. Gonna throw some heat at this guy. Gonna make it uncomfortable for him to stay there. I don't even have to hit him. I'm just trying to get him out of the cap. Obviously, if I hit him, it's better. Those are gonna hit. Is that me? No, that's somebody else. Somebody else who's good at video games is gonna hit him. There we go. I got a little tap on him there.
Торпеды справа по борту.
Hostile Massachusetts. This is bad news bears. How long are the torpedoes on that thing? I wonder. No reason. Just kind of curious. Alright. See if Massachusetts has his wits about him enough to shoot at me instead of that Haragumo. He probably will, actually, if he's worth his salts.
Торпеды за кормой. Вижу крейсер противника. Пожарная тревога.
Moskva still got a line on me. What a jerk.
Неполадки устранены.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna give people a seizure with all the zooming in and out. Careful.
Обнаружен линкор противника.
Okay, so I stole that kill. I'm sorry for the steal, but I'm happy to have helped. God is telling me the range on his tier 9 Rush or German destroyer is about 13.5 kilometers, so that's good intel for people who don't know. I like to talk about how it's important to understand the capabilities of the other ships, the ones that you don't play, the ones of your enemies. And in this case, that's a new enough boat, I have no idea.
Наша команда близка к победе.
Red team's thrown up a GG. This is ending quickly, and it's been such a stomp on the other side of the map that I'm probably not going to get anywhere close to my 42.8 on damage. I'm going to turn around and go back in here, see if we can't try to locate. I am not spotted, and the gap between my detection range, which is 8? No, it's 9.1. That's my torpedo range. 9.1 and this 10-kilometer line is not very big, right? So if I'm spotted, it's likely there's a destroyer in my radar range. But if I'm not, probably not. I'm going to try to zoom in on this Shima before I hit my radar so I can take a good piece out of them. Radar on this thing lasts about 22 seconds, but my reload is pretty quick. Okay, radar's going up. There he is. Lots of guns, lots of shells. Good dance by the Shima. Bravo, sir. Or madam. Still gonna try to take a piece out of you if I can. Oh, splish splash. I was missing the boat. Try that again.
Расчеты ПВО дежурят в обычном режиме.
About to step out in front of this mosque, but look at these APs coming in. He was ready. No fires this match either. Crazy. Just crazy. Oh my gosh, why is he ready to shoot again already? That's gonna be... Oh, okay, wow. Excuse me. Dude, look at the rate of fire on the Moskva is epic. 9.1 seconds with the legendary module, people. That's what I have on mine. Oh, there's my first and only fire of the match, probably. Ugh. That guy needs to be using that back gun on me. He would kill me. I don't know why he's not doing it. Giving me a chance, making me feel like I get to participate a little bit in this fight. Here they come. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Gotta go. I'm out. Peace. It's been fun. Oh no. The trouble is his DDs are still spotting me for him. And he's got like a 17, 18 kilometer range, something like that. Stop shooting my guns. Oh boy. Nope, 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 nope. We're not letting this happen. Not if I can help it. I don't get to own every part of my destiny. Oh lord. I don't get to own any part of my destiny. I thought I was done. I thought I was alive. That was a blind fire too. I was out of sight. Good shot. I'll give him a nice shot. If he's gonna be a dork about it, we won't be as happy about it. But I'm gonna give him an opportunity to say thank you and be a nice guy. We'll see what happens. Benson and Shima, they've been holding down this Bravo cap for a while, pushing destroyers out of it, owning that cap. They've been really great about it. Just 27,000 damage for me, so a low damage game. We haven't won this game yet. It's not over. Look at this comeback they've made. I mean, the ship count is even. They've killed 4 or 5 boats in the last couple of minutes, and look at where we are. They've got a lot of weak ships, though, and I think our Yoshino can get in here and make something happen. Look at all these hit points they have. And Yoshino actually just scored a Witherer achievement, so we know they've been playing. They're not just ignoring the battle. They're not just being a Yoshino in the backfield. So no accusation against Yoshino for not playing. And look at this. Kurfürst is low, 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 and on fire. Look at that. Yoshino gets another flame out, and Shimakaze goes down to the Elbling. Or Elbling goes down to the Shimakaze, excuse me. But now we're looking a little healthier. I was worried there for a second. Really worried, actually. Shimakaze is running that AP shells blasting out here at this Prinz Eugen. Nice. Gascon, Charles Martel out here, powered by Rice, is rolling this guy. And again, limited hit points, but wrapping along at speed like Charlie can do. Charlie Martel. I gotta say, I think that Moskva on their team is actually doing okay. He's got 2 kills. I'm suspecting that player knows what they're doing. Yeah, they do. That is a Unicum Moskva player. 65%. Dark Purple wins over 495 battles in the Moskva. This is a player that knows how to use that ship. They average 98,000 damage. That is a great, great Moskva captain. And they're doing all in their power to make sure their team, stayed in this as long as they could. I feel like it's over. We've got double caps, and there's only 7 minutes on the clock, but if we threw away enough ships, we could put ourselves in danger here. Again, I think geographically, just where the ships are, we've got a very strong position to win this. I don't think there's any chance they'll take it away. But I did want to throw out there that, oh no, Yoshino taking some Shimakaze torps. I did want to throw out there that Moskva captain's been doing good work. Not just because they were so instrumental in bringing me down, but I witnessed some pretty high skill play there with that ship. And this map is actually kind of a hard battle map for the Moskva. Sometimes you can get caught out, and you can get oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Travix. What are you doing, buddy? What you doing, fella? What you doing? Yeah, I think he's hiding. He's gonna put some branches and stuff over it so the CVs don't see him. Lexington's going to come over here and be a troublesome ship. I think that Gascon should be able to handle this, but And we've got a victory in 1 minute and 39 seconds, as long as we can just all stay alive. Drevix is up there. He's in a danger zone. He's aware of this, right? Trying to stay low view. Puerto Rico's up there trying to die, though. And look at that, 574 hit points. He just took a big hit. He's going to go down. Now, he might delete the Prinz-Eugen right now. That would be great. But at this point, Shimakaze shells would delete the Puerto Rico. So let's see what happens here. This guy came into the battle with 71,650 hit points, and he seems to have misplaced 71,100 of them. That's okay. I misplaced all of mine. I get it. But and he's over here open water Puerto Rico, and he is using the edge of the map trick, which is sort of douchey. But if I had 500 hit points, I'd be tempted to do it myself. Like he's actually trying to get off the wall for whatever that's worth. He's trying to probably get into... Oh my goodness. Puerto Rico deletes the Prinz-Eugen. Exactly what he needed to do to stay alive. He says, I'm done. I won't shoot anymore. Puerto Rico. Oh my gosh, guys. What a great battle that we won, which I will take. A light damage on my part, 52 hits, didn't get a ton of damage, but we're trying to do a couple of things. This is where I belong. This is the right place in the scoreboard for me. Skata Hurt bringing up mid-pack with Powered, rolling up there in a 3rd position. Great play all around. And congratulations on Skata getting up here to be trying to work on the qualifying for bronze. Hopefully he can get through. I wound up slowing down on my ranked play to try to finish this ZF6 mission. I think I've gotten like 2 fires. Let's see. Okay, 70. So I got 5 fires so far tonight in the first few battles of the evening. We got to get 30 more. 30 is a lot of fires. I don't know if you guys are keeping score at home. That's a lot of fires. Should we keep our Russian cruiser tradition alive? Should we play something else? We should play the Kronstadt, because I get a lot of fires in the Kronstadt. What? The Dr. Donskoy. Woo! We are just going on a theme this evening with the Russian cruisers. When I say this evening, I mean for the last 6 years, ever since I started playing Warships. I do play other boats. I have a lot of boats from a lot of countries. Lepanto from Skata Hurt, that's cool. Donskoe from Drevix, he's working on getting a Nevsky, and Kronstadt from me. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can't find ourselves an opportunity to get a few fires. We are just playing them boats. Playing all of them boats. Yeah. Dude, I'm struggling with this thing. When I looked at my fires in cruisers, I had 30 out of 100. I could be getting Citadels, too. I find fires a little more reliable to get from me than Citadels for some reason. But that's, that's my playstyle, I suppose. But we may try to get a few Citadels here, and well, if we can have that opportunity. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Bum, 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 bum. Crony is fun, and it's a boat that I didn't realize how rare it is. It's not like rare, like nobody has a Kronstadt, but it was a free XP boat that you could get for a little while, and then they pulled it. And I don't know that they pulled it because it was too powerful or anything like that. I think they just pulled it. Maybe it was because they were getting ready to work on the Russian cruiser split back when they did that. I don't really remember the timing of all that, but for whatever reason, Kronstadt is not super available. Yeah, Unicum Moskva is a tough scrap. We have a Unicum Republic on our team, but only 4 battles. But he's, well, 4 battles in the Republic. He's 61% wins over 5,700 battles in his career, though. So we've got a pretty solid Republic player. This battle looks pretty evenly balanced on Matchmaking Monitor. Teams of pretty high skill both, with 1,500 plus XP on ships. So let's play cool, let's play smart. Kronstadt and I, you know, it's not my best boat. It's 3% lower than my normal average. So we'll see how it goes, but I do tend to get about 70,000 damage. So we'll see. 45 battles in this boat so far. We're looking to get 69,000 damage. You'll be swimming the other direction in your DD. Nice. Your Lepanto. Here's Scotta in his Lepanto. He's getting this thing rigged out. He's not really loving the Italian battleship line at this point, but we're hoping that maybe with a few upgrades that ship gets a little bit better. I'm hoping that's true. And if, because you know, so far I kind of like my Caracciolo, but I think I'm kind of in a minority there. I think a lot of folks think its armor is a little weak, but I don't have a ton of battles in it. Probably 5-6 battles or something. Early in the match, I'm not going out too far. I'm going to let us get some intelligence before I lean in too closely and try to get a big hit on anybody. This, of course, being one of the Tier 9 super cruisers, it's like a very heavy cruiser. Big guns on this thing. 24% fire chance, 16.3 second reload. I think they're 305s, if I remember correctly. If anybody can correct me in chat, feel free. But I think that is the correct size. Donskoy has thrown up a radar. There's only one destroyer on the enemy team, and it is a Friesland. So I'm guessing Friesland is in Charlie. If we take a look at this, we've got a ship in C already. I'm feeling a little bit frisky, a little bit comfortable about my my ability to move up here because I'm betting money that it's a Friesland. It could be a fast cruiser in there too, you know, San Luis or something like that. But my guess is it's probably Friesland. Now here's Alaska, my mortal nemesis. These boats came out at a similar time, and frankly, the Alaska's better than the Kronstadt. That's one of the reasons I think the Kronstadt was probably not as popular, but I still like it. I think they're just different boats and they bring different things to the table. Just 1,800 damage there, 2 shatters and 2 pens on the AK. We'll see if we can get another shot on him before he disappears behind that island. I don't know, those might hit the island depending on if they got launched before then. Oh no, they're gonna go over. 3 pens over there, got a little bit more damage, about 3k. Bravo is showing up here, and we've got an Iowa over there. Going to turn my bow towards the Iowa slightly, going to get that angle on there. I want the shells to hit me in such a way that they bounce off, right? We don't want to get a big flat side. It's the shortest distance through a sheet of metal, perpendicular. It's going to go straight through. So we want a nice angled impact, of course. Common, of course, knowledge, but we're just talking about how ships work. So I'm going to angle in a little bit towards Bravo there, so that... should angle a little bit more probably. So that I have a decent angle to both these ships over here, the Alaska, the Goliath, as well as that battleship. I'm about to shoot this Alaska, and then I'll be visible. Oh man, I missed. Total whiff. Ugh, gross. We'll try this again. He's in reverse. Iowa is actually increasing the distance between myself and him. There's a fire on the Alaska. We just need 30 more of those, or 29 more. You don't all have to be on the Alaska. I could put them on all the ships. That would be fine with me. Here's another one. Up to 11,000 damage on Alaska. He's probably going to burn for a while. I have one. I have the Paolo Emilio because I'm a DD main. And I love that boat. Because it's weird, right? I was talking about how I bought the Issei because it's weird. I've got the Paolo because it's weird. I want to get Vampire 2, and I'm working on my. I reset my Japanese destroyer line so that we can get that boat. Is there one you've got your eye on, Odysseus? Gotcha. 23,287 damage on the clock, and we got more work to do. So we're gonna keep going. Thunderer is rolling in now. Boy, that seems like a nice source of fires. We've got some folks in here who have Ohio. I don't know if Heavy McDee's watching the stream tonight. He's one of our clanmates and often one of our regulars. I know Scotta has it as well, but he's playing a match, so he's probably not as free to talk right now as you might want. But we've got some folks who can tell you about Ohio. I think it's pretty positive. I think people like the Ohio. We liked it better back when Captain Rework hadn't happened, because we liked secondary battleships, and apparently Wargaming does not. But I think the guns are again, secondhand information from friends and stuff. The guns are accurate and good. So obviously I think YouTube can tell you all about that ship as well. You don't have to just talk to folks like that. Vampire 2, you know, I'm interested in. Before I actually sit down and buy it, I'm going to look over all the specs pretty seriously, and make sure it's something that I really want. Yeah, I mean, I like my Georgia, and it's got similar caliber guns. Now there's some overpen concerns there. You know, we talk about getting overpens on light cruisers. It seems like that's a big challenge for folks these days. Here's a pom-pom. Get a little bit of some HE shells out on pom-pom. Got one hit there. Little dispersion on this thing. This thing is not quite as accurate as the Alaska. That's one of the reasons why I think the Alaska is a little bit better boat. Pomeran is in reverse, so we're going to lift the guns a little bit to shoot behind where his current position is, and hopefully he'll catch him on the way back. There we go, 4,100 damage. That's a fine salvo. I could certainly go for more, but I'm not unhappy with 4,000. Somebody else has a fire on the pom-pom now. That's good for them, not good for me. Pomeran's letting us pick away at him here. He probably needs to move or something. I'm not quite sure what his plan is, sitting relatively stationary out there in the open water. He's probably waiting for me to turn broadside like this so that he can throw a big old salvo at me. Let's find out. I want to kind of move a little distance. Nope, he's going to take a shot at the Republic, which is A-okay with me. I got no problem with that. Our Republic is, again, our high-skill player. We want to keep that guy alive. I'm going to hit my radar here, which is going to light up the Friesland. I probably should have waited. I definitely should have waited until my guns were reloaded. The radar in this thing only lasts about 30 seconds in my configuration. And so if I don't have guns loaded, I lose a large chunk of my spotting, which is going to prevent me from getting a radar conversion kill on that guy. That's okay, though. We scared him off, and I got him to leave my Republic alone. That was actually my goal. It was part of why I threw that radar up so early, was I just wanted to make sure that he lived a little bit longer. He's a high-skill player. It's important for me to keep my good players alive. Honestly, it's important for me to keep all my players alive, right? That's a important thing to remember. This isn't World of My Ship, it's World of Warships, right? We want to make sure we're helping our teams, because again, walking away with the win is worth more than any kill or any torpedo hit or any base capture if you lose. Want to win that battle. Ooh, I don't like that. Got a fire on him again. I don't know if that was with my secondaries or my mains, but Pomeran here is in trouble. I am starting to get shelled. I'm thinking those HEs are coming from San Luis. There might be a Goliath over there too. There was one. How is he not dead? Come on. And hit my hull repair now. It's a little bit early, but I'm gonna hit it anyway. Because there is a Goliath right over there. I'm gonna hit it anyway because there's limited time left in the match. Oh, you gonna get me, Pomeran? I deserved that. Oh no, my damage control party is down. Boo, yes. Got a fire on that Goliath though, that was awesome. 30 seconds. I gotta sit here without a damage control party. That sucks. 54k on the clock. Looking for that average of 70. It might be tough to get this week, especially with Moskva sneaking up on my 6 there. Or my, I guess, 9 o'clock. Whatever. Coming up on the side. I don't know if those are going to land on Ohio or not. It was kind of a wild shot. Yeah, I missed. Or Iowa, excuse me. I said Ohio because we were talking about Ohio. Moskva, if you can get Moskva's side, you can do a lot of damage. Moskva is very citadelable. It's a really great bow on, and I found that to be a really good balancing factor. Are any of those going to get over? 3 shells made it over that island. I found that to be a really good balancing factor when that was the tier 10 Russian cruiser before they split things and brought Petro in and all of those, and Nevsky and Smolensk and all those different boats. 57k on the clock. My hull repair is about back because I used it early. Might have been better to use it later. I don't know. We're going to use it right now, though, as soon as it's ready. I want to keep those hull repairs rolling as long as I've got light damage to recover. And I do have a radar here. How's the victory looking? We have more points and more ships, but it's not definitely a free win just yet. Forgot about spotter plans.
Корректировщик взлет произвел. Вижу крейсер противника.
Son of a gun. We lost spotting on him. Look at that. Look how much light damage I can heal now. Ooh, good job. Good job, Republic. I'm gonna switch to my APs now and see if maybe we can get eyes on that guy again. Got a fire on him. That should increase his detectability. Not quite enough, though. Oh, but somebody else spotted him for me. I would love to Citadel this Goliath. Fall back. Those look like decent shots. He is turning away. No Citadel. No Citadel. That's okay. We're gonna get this guy. I can feel it. I need to lead him a little more. Get that back gun in play, can I? I'm relatively safe because I got these islands in the way. Overpens Central, right? We're just talking about overpens, weren't we? Go back to my HEs. I'm gonna hit my radar right now. Get that Moskva lit up. I'm hoping Kitakaze can capitalize on 25, 28, 30 seconds of radar and get a fire or 2 on that Moskva. Ooh, my hull repair's back. Chat, you gotta tell me. Get that hull repair going. I don't know how long it's been sitting there. Probably not very long. Look how healthy our Republic is. You know, we backed him up. We stayed with him. Where are you? Scott is calling for help. What's up? Which target? I'm working on Thunderer. Ooh, big hit. Well done. Hoping Thunder is the right target. I think it is. That's the one that's given Scott the biggest hassle. All right, guys, we did hit our damage goal. We're at 78.6. I have radar, but not right now. No, I need another minute and a half.
Обнаружен линкор противника.
Nice job. We got hydroacoustics. Oh, big hit. Well done. Let's work that Friesland.
Союзники, поддержите
Do
огнем
not
по
need
указанной
any
цели.
fires landing on Skada. He's doing the Lord's work, getting up there close. And if we can cut this guy to ribbons here with some focused fire, you know, with my slow DPM, I'm not a great target for slapping destroyers, but when I hit him, I tend to hit him pretty good. He's gonna die. Nice job.
Хорошо сработали.
We're handing out F11s left and right. People are doing great work. Go Team Green. We are crushing these guys. Hindenburg is running off and running away. Moskva is right here.
До конца боя осталось 5 минут.
Oh, I should have stayed with HEs, probably, with the angle of Moskva. Hitakaze has been blown up. Oh no. Gosh dang, good work. Okay. You're getting it done, kids. You put on a clinic tonight.
Торпеды слева по борту.
I have another battle on my YouTube channel of me playing this boat wrong. I'm sitting here, perpendicular, perfect shots for this jerk in a Yamato, and I'm shooting him right in the cheek, and it's just not getting citadels. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I switch to HE and just scorch that guy. Just scorch him to death. Yeah, I'll get him radared here. He's just out of my range.
Наша команда получила преимущество.
Go, get the back gun in. He's smart. He's shooting over me. Easier to hit targets. He's just trying to hoover up some last minute damage. That's going to be the kill right there. Hey, great play from my team on that battle. That was a lot of fun, and I got a bunch of fires. So hopefully I got a bunch. I don't know how many. What a scrap though. 6 fires. That's great. No citadels. I tried to get a couple of citadels, but didn't really have great success with those. Didn't have perfect angles or perfect targets. I'd hoped to get one on that Goliath, but it just wasn't happening, so I switched back to HE. So 6 fires will get us closer to our goal. I like that. That ship's not so good. Fuzo's more accurate. Nice. Oh, capitalized. Take it easy. It's not that nice. There we go. That was great. Let's go up to tier 10. We got a tier 10 battle in us here coming up next. We've been having a good match, good bunch of matches tonight. It started off pretty rocky for me, but I will say the rest of the division has been doing great. 24 more fires to get, and at tier 10, actually though, look at this though, right? We're 4-1 tonight. That's pretty solid. No night will ever beat the perfect record stream we had a few months back where we won, 8 or 9 battles in a row. But I'm happy with 4-1. That's pretty solid. We'll see what we can do here at tier 10. It might be tricky to keep that up. Dravix. All right, we got a Yu Yang coming from Powered. That is a classic Powered pick. Definitely a boat you've run in the past. If we stick with the Russian theme, I should take Moskva or Nevsky or Stalingrad. Or we could bounce over to like Zhao or Yoshino or something like that. I think I want to go with Nevsky because I've been trying to get this captain up to 21 points, and it's my next closest captain. So I don't know that this is actually the best fire captain. Zhao does get me fire. Zhao is a great boat for me. We'll do this, and if it goes poorly, maybe we'll do Zhao as well. See what the spreadsheet says. How close are we? I think I need like a lot of captains. My next best captain is Des Moines captain, but Des Moines and I don't get along. All right, we got Ohio. Hey, look at that. We're going to run Ohio here, so just in case I'm near that boat, Odysseus, we might get an eyeball on it. I don't have an Ohio, but Scotta does, and he's willing to bring it out for us. That's cool. Plus, he's doing BBs all night. Let's go. Yeah, I did run Zhao last night. Scotta and I ran a few battles and did okay. Yeah, you probably have single-digit battles in Ohio, I think. I don't think you've got a ton in that thing yet. Maybe less than 5. I'll let you know here in a sec. We'll find out. if you're interested. Otherwise, I'll keep it a secret and no one will ever know. You do have a lot of 10s, and you don't play them that often. That's kind of a fun thing about you, is you get them and then you put them in a bottle and put them up on your shelf. Okay, no aircraft carriers in this battle. You have exactly 5 battles in the Ohio. I have exactly 12 battles in the Nevsky. And Powered has 51 battles in the Yu Yang, which I'm not surprised by. You used to play that thing quite a bit.
Бой начинается.
All right, I'm going to move over towards Delta as my cap of choice. I'm going to do okay over there, I think, with Nevsky if I can not get deleted early in the battle. I've been struggling with some of these Russian light cruisers tonight. Had a couple of tough matches. We got some 07 boys on the other side. Great. Let's see what's happening over here. Ohio, Montana. I think you have to say you like the Ohio better if you're making a pick between those two. Ohio's got those 457s. Thunder's a wash. Yamato Kurfürst. These days I think Yamato is probably the more powerful boat, but Kurfürst is a lot of fun, so I'm not going to make that call. I actually don't have either of those boats. I have Izumo and I have FDG, but I don't have either of those yet. Salem Worcester, my pick would be Salem if I had to choose between those two. Minnow is a wash. Yoshino Napoli, I don't know jack about the Napoli, but I don't love the Yoshino, so I'm going to leave that one on the table. Nevsky and Petro, everybody in the world would say Petro. It's probably the right answer. I don't actually have my Petro unlocked yet, but I do have a Stalingrad, so I've got familiarity with that sort of playstyle. I like the light cruiser playstyle, but man, can you slap in a Stalingrad, or in this case, Petro. Petro is a wash. Summers Gearing. Gearing, I think, is a more well-rounded destroyer. It's got AA. Summers does not. So normally I'd go with Gearing, but in this match, Summers may have a small advantage. Marceau Shimakaze. I would like the Marceau better because it's my kind of boat. I like gun boys. But Shimakaze is a fantastic boat as well. I think I probably only have like about 10 battles in mine. I need to spend some more time in it. But Marceau, I have Kleber. I don't have Marceau. They're different, of course, but I'd probably lean towards Marceau. I like those fast gunboats. Holland, Vampire 2. I mean, you have to say Vampire 2, right? With it being a research boat, it has to be more powerful. But honestly, I can't tell you based on the stats because I don't have either of those boats either. There's a lot of tier 10s in this battle I don't have. Yu Yang and Holland. I have the Yu Yang. I don't much care for the radar trick on a destroyer. I don't think it's actually as useful for my playstyle. Uh-oh. Napoli's gonna slap me. I'm looking at ships rather than driving my ship. This is gonna hurt, guys. Oh, it wasn't too bad. Hey, Napoli. Burn a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Holland. I think in that matchup, I like its super fast torpedoes, but those deep waters are devastating when you land a hit on an unsuspecting battleship. Whereas those Pan-Euro torpedoes are not devastating, although you will hit with them frequently. I am getting picked on here because I let myself get too spotted. So I'm just zooming straight away from combat until I can get unspotted. Then I'm going to keep my guns quieted for a moment. My Yu Yang and my Ohio. My Yu Yang and my Ohio went to the other side of the world, so we're not going to hang out this evening. I'm just going to use a hull repair now. It's not a huge chunk of health I can get back, but all the health I've given up has been stupid voluntary health where I'm not very good at video games. So we'll get some of that back here. Okay, Delta is capped by the enemy. Summers is up there being brave. I don't quite have that whole zone covered. There's Shima. Shima's outside my radar range at the moment.
Attention, reporting the target position.
I don't have anybody in my gun range right now. Trying to dive behind this island. Summer's smoke actually kept me from being spotted by Shima, which is great. So big thank you to Summers. I'm sure he dropped that smoke for himself, but I'm certainly benefiting from that smoke. close to the island. Blast these high-velocity Russian shells. How high do I have to shoot? Way too high. No! We just answered the question of Deering versus Summers, I guess. Obviously, that's not going to be the case in 100% of cases. So we are down a destroyer. They are down a Worcester and a Holland. And that Kurfürst is far too close to me. Far too close to me. No, thank you. I have one hit for 800 damage. Average for me in this boat is 68,000. Only over 12 battles, so again, that's not going to be a number I think I can come in here and crank out every time, but maybe we can do it this time. It's not a particularly high number. I don't consider myself a high-skill Nevsky captain, as my clan battles team will tell you, based on last Sunday's performance when I took it out once, and it did not go well, and we did not take it out again. Where you at, dog? You gonna stick your nose out? Need this little pocket here to let me see you. Peekaboo. Put the fire out immediately. Uh-oh, he can see me. Oh no! Look at him crawling back in there like a moray eel. Alright, picked up about 4K there. Not great, but we'll consider that a loosely successful use of a radar because I'm trying to get fires. I traded that radar for a fire, so I am not really pleased with the positioning of the enemy fleet over on this side of the map. Nevsky is not super sneaky. 12.8, you know, you think about British cruisers or the Zhao or these other really low detect cruisers that exist at tier 10 that are right at around the 10-kilometer mark, right, or even a little bit under. And you think, okay, so Nevsky's really not that sneaky, despite having, you know, a light armament and light armor as well. So you want to make sure you're being cautious with this boat. I know I saw those, but is there another set coming? No, I think I look okay. I'm going to keep rolling here. Those were definitely not intended for me. Those would have been surprise torps. Oh boy. Well, I might as well be shooting, because he's going to be able to see me as soon as I step out, no matter what. Fire on the Curfy. He's at such an angle that his secondaries aren't going to be able to get a piece of me, but his mains could, and they are pointed my direction. Gonna be swinging back and forth like this. I just run the back two on him until I see him fire. Once he's put his shells out, right, I'll be able to come back in. Oh boy, we are losing boats. We're down 2 here very suddenly. His guns are turned away now. Oh, they're coming back around. Nope, they're not. He's just turning the ship. In that case, I'm going to keep these mains on him, but he's going to get his secondaries to where they can get involved with me. At least for a little while. He's at 11.5k. I should be able to sneak away. Okay. Okay, fella. What are you doing? Smash that hull repair now. It'd be great if we could hit that guy.
Отлично сыграно, командир.
Okay, Kerfie's going behind a rock there, which means the only target I've got to be really concerned with for the moment is that Petro, who can still see me. That Shimakaze is up in my business somewhere. He's spotting me? What's going on? Petro seems to be shooting over at the other side of the map, so I'm going to try to hassle him a little bit here. Want it to be a decision he has to make. Ignore my spammy fire shells so he can try to get bigger hits on enemies across the map. I'm not getting big damage. I'm getting a lot of shatters on that guy. 1200, 500. That's the nature of these small shells on a heavily armored target like that. Fire on them. We're up to 3 fires this match. Not a huge number of fires. My intent is to come across the map here, rejoin the rest of the team. Skada is still up. I don't know what happened to Drevix. I see that he is down. Obviously, something kinetic happened to him over there, and we are gonna keep on trucking it. Ah! No, thank you. I have all of the AP shells I need, thank you. Yeah, I see that. What did you bring in? Oh, Yu Yang, that's right.
Союзники,
Did we
сфокусировать огонь
delete
на
that
цели.
guy? Gravix made a run on a Petro and it failed. That Kurfürst is still alive? Oh. Those jokers on the east side only had one job, and I ran away from it. Oh, sorry, guys. I thought those dudes were going to finish him off. Uh-oh. I can't bow tank a Petro. Petro can bow tank me.
Обнаружен крейсер противника. Торпеды справа по борту.
Nice job.
Вот так бы всегда.
My radar was... those DDs were right on the edge of my radar, so I couldn't really see them for very long. I got a couple of hits on the Shima and a couple of hits on the gearing, and then they escaped my vision. Alright, we're going to scoot up here.
Вижу линкор противника. Вижу крейсер противника.
Not wild about the Napoli over there.
Торпеды прямо по курсу.
Hey guys, I found the torpedoes. They're over here. That sucks. I should have turned away and let the destroyer kill me. The destroyer did the job there. Boo. Yeah, he's okay. Napoli. Napoli is an 07 guy, isn't he? Yeah, he is. 62% wins over 9,000 battles. That guy has heard of this game, and it's not his first rodeo. All right, we are all dead. We're gonna bounce out of here, and we're gonna check on my fire count. What did I have? 3 or 4 in that battle? We're not getting it done tonight, are we, guys? Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! 26. So I'll need to get like 20 more. Ugh. Okay. Did I have dinner tonight? Yes, I had lasagna. It was fantastic. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Well, what do we do now? Now what do we do? I think I'm gonna do a 9. Somebody mentioned Paolo Emilio earlier. Now that's all I want to do. Oh, there's people playing video games. That's crazy. Yeah, no worries, Odysseus. Really appreciate the follow. We'll see you next time we're on. So check us out Saturday mornings or again next Tuesday. Later. Fantastic. Just fantastic. This boat is going to help me get absolutely 0 cruiser fires, but that's really not the point. Okay, Izumo, Missouri. So you guys are going to drag in some battleships for me, and Scott is bringing a radar battleship just in case I drag in a Paolo Emilio for him. That's probably pretty smart. That's smart thinking. Plus, you'll learn a bunch of silver. That's some smart thinking. All right, they found some victims for us. Let's go fight these guys. This should be fun. You're just looking at Missouri as another battleship to play. No worries. Okie dokie. Look at all these great targets for me. Except for Palmer in Alaska, Aegir, Azuma. Oh no. Got all kinds of stuff happening. This is a beautiful boat, and they've got a couple of rafts on top of that gun turret, which I just think looks great. Actually, I'm going to lean towards Charlie. I think all those islands are going to provide me some geography to hide behind, which will amplify capabilities of the... Pretty, actually, very similar teams. Look at this. Iowa, Iowa, Missouri, Iowa, Palmern, Palmern. This is not a lineup. Izumo, Izumo, Alaska, Alaska, Aegir, Aegir. These don't match. Paolo's match. Kitakaze and Kitakaze. Friesland, or excuse me, Fletcher and... Oh, no, never mind. Anyway, interesting how many of those ships were kind of parallels across the line, if you wanted to make them that way. You guys been seeing this shadow bug? I've been seeing this where there's like these striped shadows in this game. It's been kind of weird looking. Doesn't bother me, but does not appear to be correct. You'll see it in the water too. There it is again over on that island. Very strange. Oh, I shouldn't go over here. Our team is a little light on DDs to the west now. And Friesland's barely a destroyer at all. Plus Pomeran's over here, which means the other battleships are over the other way. That's what I want to go find. I want to find a battleship that doesn't have acoustic. Actually, I want all of my targets to not have sensors. So we got Alaska on the far side there. I might get spotted. Look at these weird shadows in the water. This is what I was talking about. It's like there's a big castle up there with flags on it. Isn't that weird looking? I did hear that they moved some pixels for that. I watched a video from Flamu today where he was talking about people who were just like smashing into reefs and it would like stop their boats. Got a smoky boy over there in B. I don't know if this is an artifact of the ocean floor that they're modeling for submarines, and I don't know if any of that's actually in the game or if it was in public test. I didn't really pay attention to what Flamu was talking about there, if it was in test or if it was on the real server. As usual, he was pretty disgusted, but if he was on public test, I think that's all fair, right? Hey, great news, guys. We received 100 chat messages today. That's good. Go chat. Way to be. I like it when we're chatting. Hey, guys, I found the Fletcher. He's right there.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Man, this thing reloads slowly. Trying to save my speed boost, save my smoke for when I can do a Paolo run. I just lost a lot of hit points fighting that Fletcher. That's like half of a Paolo run, right? Costs hit points to do runs most of the time. Sometimes you can get off scot-free, but not very often. God, I was talking about Kidda up in that smoke, and that's probably true. We didn't see him, but we probably saw the shells coming out. Excuse me. Okay. I am gonna go hard. Looks like we killed the Alaska. I'm actually gonna use one of my turbos here to get over to the other side of the map. I want to get over there and threaten those Iowas, excuse me. And I'm really poorly positioned, so if anybody's watching, please don't take notes on this play. This is bad play in the Paolo, at least from a positioning standpoint. I kind of was crossing, but I got spotted out by that Fletcher. I'm going to do a thing that I don't often recommend, which is to go in front of this island. That's actually a bad move, but it's going to be much faster for getting over to where these Iowas are. I'm gonna run that risk. I'm accepting the danger of getting spotted out in front of this island. I think that Fletcher smoke lasts a really long time because it's American destroyer smoke. So I'm gonna take this this opportunity to run across, and I am spotted. Let's see if Fletcher is gonna shoot me. Exactly where I wanted him to steer. I think I might kill that guy. How about that, folks? Ooh, we done did it. Arrivederci, indeed. Now here's the question, did he torp me? No, he did not. I figured since I was already using a turbo booster, it was okay to use a smoke because I'm still transiting to get over here. Now, Yugumo and Kidda are on this side of the map. Not a big fan of this, but here we are. Totally missed the Kitakaze. Good for those Iowas that they have this destroyer support. Without it, they would absolutely be fish food for me and my team. If we can get that Kidda killed, which is, you know, everybody is interested in that. Stopping? Looks like he's stopping. Oh, he's speeding up again. Just doing those WAS tacks. I will have torpedoes here in about 20 seconds. I won't have smoke for a minute 10, however. But I might not need it, because that Iowa is barreling in here like he owns the place. And I think my team here is probably going to dump that Iowa before I even get over here. I think what I actually want to do is just get involved in the gun game here. Oh my gosh, I cannot hit this Kidda. He's a dancer. A real good dancer. Trying to shoot Kidda, it's just easier to hit the Iowa. Gun range is only 11.3. I got a small piece of him, 300 damage. We're going to cut around here. As that Iowa dips behind the island, I should go unspotted again. Okay. Now I'm going to turn in. Great work on that Kidda. It's costing us most of a Kronstadt, which sucks, but yeah, all of a Kronstadt. Now Iowa is sailing away from me, which is going to make it hard to do a Paolo run on him. So what I want to do is kind of try to get my intercept course so I can drive a shorter distance for as long as possible before I get spotted. Now if I come across another Iowa, that's great. If I come across that A-gear, not so great. Or even that Yugumo, if they surprise me by popping out of some smoke or coming around an island or just having better detect than I do, that can be a really dangerous position for me to be in. A-gear's going down there to meet that Iowa, which means really, I don't really want to go over there. If they wind up going a different direction, that's fine. All I'm going to do is hang around. I'm going to point my guns down at the water close to my ship. What that's going to do is it's going to keep my reticle from auto-targeting. So I move my reticle up here, it auto-targets that Iowa. If I hit X, bring my guns down, it will not auto-target those ships. I am spotted. Why am I spotted? Yugumo. I had to burn my smoke. I did not want to burn my smoke right there, but A-gear was going to be a frisky fella there, I think, and maybe try to hit me with those big HE shells they have. A-gear is very close now. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Ugh, and now that guy's out of sight. Oh yeah, yes, yes, yes. Shoot me, please. I'm spotted anyway. You might as well let me shoot you.
火災が発生した。早急に対処しようではないか。
Please, please, please keep sailing straight and shooting me. All of these are the best things you can do to help your
対応
team.
完了。もう大丈夫だ。心配するな。
I think he's gonna get away, but I'm gonna have hurt him in the process. That's not a great shot there from me, but yeah, that's a bad shot.
Engine boost 解除だ。
Okay, so now we're gonna hook back and go in front of this island. A little bit spooky in case that Aegir gets a hold of me or a piece of me. And we're gonna go try to no smoke Paolo run with no speed this Iowa. 36k on the clock, and that's two torpedo hits against that Fletcher earlier, which is fine, but not amazing. I only have one torpedo rack, I just realized. That's not great. Oh, these ones are coming back. Battleship is turning away from me. Perfect. There's my favorite target in the world. I missed you, Yugumo. I missed you so much. Oh no, I'm super dead. Will I get this guy? I don't know. I think I might run out of gas on those torps. I don't think they're going to reach him. I did it! I did it, people! Whew, thank goodness. Otherwise, I wasn't a real boy. I wasn't a real Paolo Emilio. Now we've got... That looks very fast in reverse. You look like you're hauling beans in the back. Or in reverse. My goodness. That was great. I'll take that hit. 84,500 damage with the Paolo. Not bad. I really struggled to find an opportunity to do proper Paolo runs in that battle. And, you know, kind of as an alternative, I ended up using my guns a lot more than I normally would in that ship. Yes, I got him. But yeah, and I missed that Yugumo. He did not want to see me or my ugly mug again. Unfortunately for him, or for me, he survived because of his friends over there. Yes, we are going to lose. Well, no, a minute 29 and we win. So as long as we don't give up too much. A minute 40 and we win. They need 15 minutes to win. Got a very healthy points lead. Maybe if you and the Alaska run away, we might actually survive this and win it. If they get in and block both caps, we'd be in danger. It looks like they're going to block Bravo. Aegir and Izumo are both going that direction. But if we can delete Aegir with Missouri shells, come on, baby. Oh yeah, well done. That was beautiful, sir. Woo. Keeping us in the game. 24 seconds to victory. That must be Arkita. No, it's Alaska. Yeah. Great play all around, dude. Stayed in it. To be fair, I didn't really play too much for the victory. I was playing for the Paolo run this whole match, and that's a problem with the Paolo, at least for me, and I imagine for other players, where you're really fixated on doing the one thing that ship can do, and as a result of that, you stop paying attention to the rest of the battle. Obviously, in this case, it worked out. I got 2 kills, ran off that Yugumo, which allowed our ships to continue to play comfortably. 46 hits in the Paolo Emilio. I'm proud of that number. I don't know what a high number is, but if you can shoot that often and not get killed in this boat that's so visible and so hated, that's pretty decent. Let's take a look at those hits. 37 pens, only 2 non-pens, 2 shatter shells, and 7 bouncers. So that's actually pretty great. We are having a little bit of lack of pizza parties. I feel like we haven't had one in quite some time. Scott right there in 5th position. I'm bringing up 2nd place, and Drevix, with his bragging rights, is right there, top guy. Congratulations to Drevix. 46k on the Iowa, 20,000 on the Fletcher. And then a little bit of gun damage to these two. Ran the Yugumo off, but again, didn't do a ton to him. This Kidda was a good dancer. I could barely even touch that fella. Nothing I could say about what he was doing. He was in charge of the ocean that day. Okay, got the wiggles out. Now maybe we can do something that earns fires again. Remember how many fires we need? It's 20. 20 fires. Ugh. Fire. But it has to be in cruisers. Bow, 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 bow. I'm gonna take this an 8 out again. If you guys are interested in coming for another battle, I'll take you with me. Got another container. I have got a bunch of coal and a bunch of free XP. We should get some new ships, maybe. Keep waiting for new free XP ships to come out. And they keep not coming out. I don't like the Dipper itself that much. I've been having good luck with this thing in fires. I think it's only 5% chance, 6.5. But it does good work for me. I guess I could go with like Cleveland or something. Martel. You know what? Actually, go with this thing. Ooh, Odin. Odin's great. I really like this boat. You know, we didn't do any news. I have the news ready to go, too. We didn't even talk about the news today. We can hold that for Saturday, or maybe we can do it after this real quick. People want some news. Right? I've been trying to get fires all night. I wanted to get bunches and bunches and bunches of battles in. I played a carrier game earlier. Scotta, you'd have been proud of me. I won. And I did... DeGrasse is a good fire starter, actually. Yeah, he would have loved this. Ugh. My AA is not good. It's okay, I think, but not good. Dravix always quits at the right time. He always bails, and then it's like, hey, a fresh hell has been unleashed on Clyde and Scotta. Every single time. Yeah. Odin has decent AA. He's got some prescient knowledge skills, I guess. I have an Odin battle on my YouTube channel where I shoot down like almost 100 planes. I'm gonna go find that one. That's a good battle. We'll post it in chat. Dear Ding Dong, dear Odin. Because nobody watched my Odin video, and I was so proud of it. I complain about this every time it comes up. Please watch my Odin video. If you haven't already. Maybe you already have. No need to watch it again. I get it. I shoot down 79 planes. It's not 100 planes. It's almost 80 planes. How are we doing on YouTube? Okay. Oh my gosh, that is a heavy push. Looks like it's mostly stacked on top of B, leaning towards A. Gun range on this thing is 17.6. I've got reload booster, I've got turbo mode, and acoustics. Bismarck here is going to be an opportunity to get a few shots out. I'm going to go for a reload booster right now. I always like to get a shot on the way first, and then you get maximum benefit from the reload boost. First shell that hits is a fire, because France. Only I could hit more better. Need to aim a little higher, don't I? I'm being a real dork. And they just blew up my Z-23 in front of my face. They killed my baby. Got a friendly Bismarck that might decide he wants to eat any torpedoes I launch from here. Start swinging my guns around to the other side here, because hostiles are over there.
Alerte incendie. Boost des moteurs activé.
2 fires already. Let's try to see if we can get 10 times that many this battle. Imagine if I got 20 fires in one battle. That'd be incredible. I'd have to start shooting different, not already on fire targets, probably. You know, like somebody who's trying to really spread the wealth. Oh, I'm a little afraid for Scottish Odin. Got that Vlad right there. He's got a Bismarck too. Man, look at those shatter shells. Shatter Central. My goodness. Biz is going down. Look at this business. Woo! Go team. You got this.
Belle partie.
Scott actually came out of that pretty healthy, given all things. The fact that he got all turned around without Bismarck giving him a slap is good. Vladimir giving him a slap. Might have been our Bismarck that took the brunt of those shots. Man, there's another Biz over there. Oof. Yeah, good call. Was safe the whole time. Bismarck. Oh, man, but me on the other hand, not safe. Yeah, I know we need that cap. But see, we don't have any boats. We gotta kill, if we kill this Bismarck, then I can go take that cap. Not the torpedoes I'm worried about, it's the AP shells from the 2 battleships that are surrounding that cap. Bismarck over here with the holy hell camo from Halloween or whatever. Scary boy camo. Oh no. Oh no, I slowed down and made those better shots. He missed of his own accord and I tried to make them accurate. 30,000 damage on the clock so far. Average of 55k in this boat. I have a 60.5% win rate over almost 40 battles in this boat. So me and the Martel, we get along. We're good buddies. I'm not doing a lot of hitting right now. This is going to be a problem. Or maybe it's going to be an overpen. I don't know. This Bismarck is doing the secondaries on the close ship, mains on the far ship technique, which is great. I don't know why we're driving in front of him, though. Buddy, what's the plan here? Buster? Please don't give up your Bismarck. Okay, good. Guess he was trying to get his mains on the right side so he didn't have to turn them all the way around. He had a plan. He had a plan. Now I'm getting into the secondary game with Bismarck. No fires on all of my shots against that Biz. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get one, but let's get up in there. I had pretty good luck on the early shots. Mogami's a fire boy too. Bismarck goes down, but not until he got some work done. Ooh, nice shot on the Mogami. I don't know if that was Scotta or the Bismarck. Scotta and the Bismarck sounds like an old movie or a podcast. Hey guys, you're listening to Scotta and the Bismarck. We're gonna get out here and talk about all the ships in World of Warships. Or similar. Ooh. Lose a turn, Mogami. That reminds me of a Makarov game I watched earlier. Whew. And maybe this battle right now. F off, Vladivostok. I don't like you either. This is my torpedo. Oh, it's only 8. I thought it was like 9 or 10 on these things. My bad. Ah! Odin is down. Kind of expected my wingman to be there the whole time, forever, with no hesitations.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Oof. Bow penned by a Russian battleship. Why am I surprised? Oh no!
Problème résolu, chef.
I'm hoping he thinks I was just trying to get away, and not that I was putting French torpedo. Ah, come on. Good job, you nerds. Yeah, that was rough. All right, in the spirit of grinding fires, I'm gonna leave. I hope those guys figure out how to win for us. That would be fantastic, and I would be very mucho mega appreciative, as would my Charles Martel win rate. It would love it. If it won. Beep boop 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 beep boop 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 beep boop 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 boo boop boop sh boop 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 sh boop 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 boop. Yeah, here we go. Murmansk. Go run a tier 5. This is a 13% fire chance. Machine. It's already got fiery signals on. That's good, I guess. Murmansk. Oh, and a Julio. I'm trying to... Well, it's kind of hard not to select a tier that has a fun battleship. I was going to say, I'm kind of trying to choose tiers that have fun battleships for Scotta, but I'm not having to try very hard because there are just some good boats at all the tiers, and Scotta's got a pretty good collection of boats. So it's easy to pick a tier where he's going to find something fun to play. We have been going for... How long have we been streaming? We have been going for, what, a couple hours? 2-3 hours? 2 hours, 45 minutos. Alright, no CVs, lots of battleships. Yeah, Scott is like, yeah, lots of fun BBs at all tiers. Yeah, that's true. Pef's good. Pef is really good at 6. Issei is really fun. And
Бой начинается.
Issei is fun and new, right? So it's not only is it fresh, right, but it's actually a pretty choice selection because it's a kind of a wonky boat. Yeah, I like Arizona. And even the Mutsu that blapped me earlier, I think that one's fun too. It's not the craziest BB. If you want a crazy BB, you got to go for that Issei, right? But I like the Mutsu for what it is. Yes, you go find those broadside Omahas. There's only one, unless you count the one on our team, and 3 if you count me. Please don't count me. All right. Murmansk was one of my first loves in this game. I have probably not played it on stream but once, maybe? But I have a lot of battles in this boat. I have 155 battles in this boat. I've won 57.5% of them, and I've done about 30,000 damage in each one. 30,000 is actually low. It's in the yellow on WoW's numbers. But 57.42% wins speak for themselves. Me and Murmansk are true friends. And we really just, I just get this boat, and it gets me. And a lot of those battles, most of those battles were before I had very many battles in the game at all. So it was definitely a good boat for me, even back before I kind of had any idea what I was doing. And Murmansk has the spotter plane, which I didn't know how to use back then, and now I do. And it has acoustics, which I also didn't know how to use back then, and now I do. Gun range on this thing is 14.8, which at tier 5 is basically usable. Rataka's over there with its bigger guns than I've got, but it's not that big of a threat to me if he's not looking at me. If I close my eyes, then he can't see me. You know? I should be able to get some fires. 13% fire chance in this thing. You know, with no fire reduction. Uh-oh, I'm going to hit these rocks, folks. I'd get, 1 out of every 10 hits would be a fire. That's probably not likely to happen, of course. There, I've got 9 hits, and 1 of them is a fire. So let's see if that ratio holds. I don't think that's going to continue. Yeah, DeGrasse is a good burner. I'll have to see. Be fun to take that one out. I like the Gasolina, and the DeGrasse being a premium Gasolina is a fun boat. Oh my. Oh man, look at this. Look, it's 3 kills from our team just in rapid succession. That is a big challenge sometimes when you're trying to do these kinds of missions where you need damage, or you need to take potential damage, or you need to get fires like I'm doing. And, if your team really starts walloping the enemy, you kind of need a fair fight if you want to have any hope at all of being able to grind out any of these kinds of missions. There's a fire. Now there's certainly a little bit of seal clubbing happening here now that I have played almost 9,000 battles of World of War, 8,500 battles of World of Warships, almost. But at the same time, there's a lot of folks who play these lower tiers who've got a lot of battles. Our New York has 10,000 battles. Our Agincourt has 5,000. Agincourt has 5,000 battles, right? There's a lot of high-skill people who come down, or at least high-experienced people who come down and play at lower tier. And that's one thing I always enjoyed about World Warships, is that we got 3rd fire already. Let's keep them coming, baby. Is that it's always fun at all tiers all the time. And some people might say, well, tier 1 sucks. Yeah, okay, it probably does. But I don't know. I like all the tiers. I like Umakaze at tier 2. I got 4 fires on too. Let's keep going with this, huh? I am a little bit at risk here because this Kavor Look how well this thing turns. Like, if you want to shoot one of these, man, you've got to be accurate and you've got to anticipate the captain's maneuvers, or the captain has to be driving in a straight line like a fool. And often I'll do that. My average damage is only 30k instead of 60k, but you just really do a lot of dodging as long as you're aware of the shells coming in. So, you know, I never ever take incoming fire alert, but I could see it on a ship like this that steers so well. There's like no way that those torps are gonna hit. They're a kilometer long, or the shot is a kilometer long, and that guy would have to basically come in and try to give him a big hug. Come on, give me a fire. There it is. Turns out I found my fire starter, guys. It's Mermance. Just pow, 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 pow. Just shot after shot on this thing. Look at all those shells just flying.
Обнаружен крейсер противника.
We've got hostiles around our cap, so I want to come and get them. I did not lead that New York very well. I need to be shooting the front half of that boat if I want to fire him. Okay, we got him. Here's, amazingly, I am untouched. 89 hits, 5 fires, 44,000 damage, and no one's even shot at me. That is uncommon for me in this boat. Or if they've shot at me, they haven't hit me, I should say. Oh boy, Coney's going down. Going down to Scotta. Nice shot, dude. Are you working on a... Oh, you working on a Kraken? I didn't know. I have 0, so bravo, sir. I love it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Where are you? Oh, you're back behind me. No, 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 no. Stop killing my targets. I need to burn them. You jerks.
Наша команда близка к победе.
You can get all the kills. I need to burn them for a while. Don't not let me burn them. Wargaming says I gotta burn stuff. You do whatever you gotta do to get a Kraken. All bets are off with you, man. New York is the guy you're gonna want to watch for. I won't even shoot at him, just in case you have a snowball's chance. Nope. Yeah, the islands were making that tough. If the Hawkins wasn't there and he were able to power straight through, you might have been able to do it. I might be able to return this ship to the Americans in mint condition, unlike the Soviets. We returned it in such poor condition, we had to scuttle it. Lots of hits happening here, but not a lot of fires here at the end of the game. Long shots, really high on this Piotr. Piotr is going to be a tough one to get a fire on because of his armor. We'll keep grinding here, see what we can do.
Вижу линкор противника. Обнаружен крейсер противника.
Can we get another fire, man? How many more hits? I had 99 hits, and I already had my 5 fires. I probably had it well before that. We get these hits, man? What time is it?
Крейсер врага потоплен. Наша команда близка к победе.
Oh shoot, I didn't realize Scotto was that close. Scotto, what's your chances of getting PO'd, do you think, with these torps? Oh no. Uh-oh, I got shots in the air. Please take it. Yes! Yes! You did it! You did it! I didn't do it, but you did it. This is unorthodox when we're not playing clan battles, but I think you earned this.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, good job. You did it. How much damage did you wind up with? 40k. Wow. That is low for you. I don't even know what I did. I wasn't paying attention. 61. That was a good game for me. I doubled my average in that thing. That was a really good game. And I stole that kill from you. Oh, sorry about that. I was really actually hoping you would get that, but yeah. All good. So we were not first. That Hawkins did all the work, apparently. Somehow, that guy did it. I ended up getting 5 fires that match, which is pretty good. Let's take a look at where we are now. I don't remember how many I got in the French, the Martel. A lot of times Krakens aren't top guy. Sometimes they are, but not always. 88 out of 100. That last shot, dude, I had shots that were coming down and yours came in underneath. Like it was, I was like, oh no, I'm going to take it again. I'm going to take both kills from Skada at the end, which I don't really care if I get the kills. I'm just looking to burn dudes. But like you snuck in. It was rad. That was cool. I was so excited. Yeah. Oh, that would have been cool. All right, let's train up here. Gilbert Villandre. 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 I don't know how to pronounce that in French. Villon. Villon. It's probably like Gilbert. If you speak French and I'm butchering your language, I apologize. It is one I do not understand the pronunciation of. Which is probably true of English as well, if I'm being real with myself here. What's the gun rotation on this turd? It is 15. No, we want last stand because it's a French cruiser. Même batterie, armament. We'll go for 1 extra % of say the fires. We'll also do perhaps the. I'm just offending everyone in Eastern Canada and France. I'm sorry. Please be cool. You can do a bad impression of my accent. It'll be fine. I would like it, actually. I love it when people who don't speak English natively do American or British accents. I think it's very entertaining. All right. This. Oh wait, hang on. This is the Gasolina. We were talking about taking the grass. What is the? Hang on. Is it? I thought that the grass was a Gasolina. It must be. Is it a Bertine leveled up? It is. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna bring the Clubert down here. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Where's my DeGrasse? Haven't spec'd that guy out. I guess I'll just bring my Martel captain down, which is kind of dumb. but it'll work. Okay, let's go do this. Hydro. Yeah. Main bateau. A swabble 17 millimeter. Oh, that's on the secondaries. 25 millimeter HE pin. All right, guys, it looks like the stream is going to die down. I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream this evening. It's been a lot of fun with you guys, as always. But we're going to go ahead and, like I said, bring this one to a close tonight. We had a lot of fun. We played for about an extra hour. It's almost 11 o'clock. So, again, thank you for anybody who's here. If you're watching this later on VOD, very much thank you again. We will catch you next time we do this. And we'll talk to you later, guys. Have a